and 8 accused persons as before. We are ready to proceed, Your Worship.
May it please the court, Your Worship, I appear for the accused person number 4, standing in for accused 2 on behalf of Mr. Engelbrecht and accused 9 on behalf of Ms. Kasere. Ms. Gebhardt. Mr. Court, please.
As the court pleases, Your Worship, I continue acting on behalf of accused number 5, 6, and 7, and we are ready to proceed, Your Worship.
Mrs. Hinda.
As the court pleases, Your Worship, before state proceeds to cross-examine the applicant before court, just a few administrative issues. Your Worship, would like to request that the court orders the transcribers that the proceedings be transcribed. Secondly,
I have already indicated from last week to the transcribers, and they are busy. They are transcribing as we proceed. Yesterday's proceedings was already loaded for transcription.
thank you, Your Worship. Your Worship, the second issue is that Your Worship would note that yesterday state made reference to the fuel supply agreement that was entered between NAMCOR and Enercon. Would like that exhibit to form part of record. Your Worship, I do have a copy for the court. The court does not have a copy. Consisting of 27 pages. That will be exhibit 11, Your Worship.
Councils?
B11, that will be B11. We have no objection to that, Your Worship.
I thought the bank statements would be, so perhaps this would be
Yes,
C.
this one
then.
will be C.
C.
Yeah,
C.
yeah.
That's no objection.
Your Worship, may the state at some point during the proceedings also just avail us copies. We still don't have copies on
Don't
it.
have copies.
Yes.
Mrs. Hinda, it should have been availed to councils before it's received.
I speak for myself in this instance, Your Worship.
I see that those are those loose documents that were returned, but I will make sure that maybe I make a copy from for my colleagues. Yeah.
Okay.
For now, we can share.
Okay, thank you.
Your Worship, in the continued cross-examination of the applicant before court, state
And
would
just
make...
before you proceed, then the agreement is marked as Exhibit C. This.
As a court business. Your Worship, in the...
That is the agreement between NAMCOR and Enercon Namibia. Yes. We can proceed.
May I proceed, Your Worship?
You can proceed.
Your Worship, in the interest of time, the state will be referring to the following exhibits in the continued cross-examination. That will be exhibit B1, as well as exhibit B2, exhibit B4, exhibit B7, and exhibit B9 and B10. So maybe if we can just get those documents handy so that we do not page around as we proceed. I have copies for the applicant, duly numbered. Just confirm that you have the bank statements of Enercon 520 as well as 848.
Can you refer the exhibit numbers?
B1, Your Worship, as well as B2. It's also clearly numbered on. Okay. You have exhibit B4. Confirm.
Yes.
Exhibit B7.
B7.
Exhibit B9. B9 is the bank statement of Peter Elindi. You also referred to it yesterday.
I cannot see that one, the B9.
And B10.
No, the B9 is not here. The B10.
You could just look in your bundles from yesterday because we have already referred to those bank statements yesterday and you had copies yesterday.
And they were marked like B9, B10?
I don't think they were marked. Just look around
I
there.
don't think they were marked.
Can we proceed as
The
Mr.
one that were with the witness, Your Worship, for record, were never marked. Remember, Your Worship?
Yes, yes, he was here.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you confirm?
B9 and B10.
Okay. Let's start with exhibit B9 and B10. sir. Go to count 42.
It's at page 19, Your Worship.
Look, some there.
Starting 18, going on to 19. You are there?
Yes, I'm
Count
it.
42, starting on page 18,
Yes, I'm there.
going on to count to page 19.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, and then yesterday you confirmed on record that the bank account number stipulated there is actually your bank account number, correct?
Yes,
And not for Malakia.
I'm Malakia.
Not for Peter, sorry. And not for Peter.
Yes.
Come again?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to count 52. Page 24 of the bundle, sir.
I'm there.
Okay. Then you inform court that that bank account number in count 52 is not your account number, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Go to the bank statement of, go to exhibit B. Are you there? Exhibit 9?
It should not be just
exhibit
B, maybe
9?
B9.
Exhibit B9?
Yes.
Are you there?
Yes.
Okay. What is the account number there?
8005198059.
Okay. And that's the account number for Peter Hango Elindi, correct?
I can see it now.
Okay. You can put those two away. Go to count 47.
I'm there.
Can you please read that?
Contravening of section 46A and B and C, read with section 32 and 49 of the Anti-Corruption Act 2003, Act number 8 of 2003.
This was already read out yesterday
Yes.
in full. If my colleague wants to ask a question, can we please just ask a question? It was already placed on record yesterday.
Mrs. Hinda?
Okay, I'll just put questions to you. Now, on that charge, the state is alleging that you conspired with Cornelius Willemse as well as Quality Meat Supplies, amongst other. Do you have any comment?
I did not conspire with Jennifer Hamukwaya, Cornelius Willemse, Olivia Dunaiski, and Quality Meat. I don't know what is for Quality Meat to do at NAMCOR, but I did not conspire with them.
Now, sir, you confirm that you signed the asset purchase agreement. You as the representative of Enercon, Peter Elindi, as well as Malakia Elindi. You signed the agreement on the 15th of July, 2022. Confirm?
That's not in dispute that I signed the agreement, and signing the agreement is not a conspiracy.
You confirm that you signed it on the 15th of July?
Yes, I confirm.
Okay. From that agreement, Mr. Mulunga only signed on the 18th of July.
Yes, as we said on the document, yes.
Okay. Now, yesterday you went through the bank statements, or I've presented to you, and it is evidence before court, the bank statement of one Cedric Willemse, held at Standard Bank,
Yeah, you make me to read some figures, yes.
as well as the bank statement of Quality Meat Supplies.
Yes, you indicated to me the figure to read.
Is it a coincidence, sir, that on the date that you signed on behalf of Enercon, on 15 July, the day that you signed, it's the same day that Willemse, that's accused number 2, received 150,000 in his bank account from Quality Meat Supplies?
I cannot have an affair for Quality Meat. I don't even know who's the owner of Quality Meat or who are the people who transact on Quality Meat.
The signatory to Quality Meat Supplies is Victor Simaneka Malima, the one who was raised by your brother Peter Elindi. Is it a coincidence? Is that not conspiracy? And that's what we're putting to you. That's a conspiracy we're talking about.
Simaneka Victor Malima is not Malakia Elindi, and there is no way an adult person, just because he was raised by my brother, it becoming a conspiracy.
You are not answering the question. If you don't want to answer, you can mention. What I'm putting... Okay.
Yes, the question has been
when
answered. Can we move?
Your Worship, when I stand up, my colleague must just respect
Yes.
the protocols in court. That's the position.
Question has been answered. Whether you don't like the question, that is the answer. Excuse me, the answer. That is the answer from the applicant, and we move on.
As a court pieces. Now, so yesterday you informed this court that, let's go to the fuel supply agreement before I pose questions to you. Exhibit C. We
So-
handed you a copy. You have a copy?
I'm not too sure.
Exhibit C. Which I handed the applicant a copy, Your Worship.
It's just good to have it. I have it.
And yesterday we have also confirmed the 3 securities in terms of this agreement that you had to give to NAMCOR, correct?
Yes.
That is on page 4. You can go to page 4, sir.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. And you also confirmed that you read same into record yesterday.
I confirm what?
That you read them into record yesterday, the 3 securities. All purchase order issues by the buyer to the seller shall be accompanied by government purchase order.
That aspect has
Yes.
been covered.
I just want him to confirm,
Yes,
Your
can
Worship,
we
because it
move
looks
on?
like
We
he's not
are-
sure what I'm talking
We
about.
are on record.
No, no, it's on record. I confirm.
Okay,
Yes.
so you confirm, sir?
I confirm. Yes.
Okay. Now let's go to the bank statement of Enercon,
Exhibit.
Exhibit B1, sir. you there, sir?
Yes.
And yesterday you read the transactions into record on Exhibit B1, is that correct? You need not repeat same?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to hand you another document. I have a copy for the court as well. It was disclosed to, those are the invoices. It was disclosed to the parties yesterday, Your Worship.
Yes, I just want to place it on record that my colleague for the state waited, possibly deliberately, until my client, leading of evidence chief, is done, only to give me the document. Because of that, I was precluded through the rules of court not to take instruction from my client and consult with him. So I just want that to be on record that the modus operandi by the prosecution is that they wait until we are done. Documents are only given for purposes of cross-examination. I didn't consult my client to assist him as required in law. As the court. But she can proceed. I will address it at the end.
That is in order.
Your Worship, response thereto, there was no deliberate act from the state. Investigations are ongoing in this matter. If something comes up or if I pick up something, I then give the instructions to the investigating officer to follow up on this, to try and obtain evidence or some information from this. So I only received this document Sunday evening. So there was definitely no deliberate act by the state, Your Worship. But it was disclosed to Master Namanje before the proceedings commenced yesterday. If you wanted to ask the court to let the witness testify on it, surely there would have been no objection to that.
I understand Mr. Namanja put it on record. And his submissions were that it was never provided to him before he consulted his client, before he started his evidence in chief. That is what he said.
Your Worship, and
Yes.
you cannot provide to defense what we do not have. And that is my response. I
Yes,
only
it's-
received it Sunday evening, Your Worship.
Yes, it's Mr. Namanja put it for record purposes.
Yes, Your Worship.
Yes, so it's for the
You
record.
see, Your Worship, just to assist the court, and this is the challenge we have. If the investigation is still ongoing, and if they are going to continue supplying documents piecemeal by installment, how did they arrive at the decision to arrest accused person? Because for them to arrest, they must have a reasonable suspicion based on the evidence before them. But as we hear from the state, the evidence is not yet there. We are still waiting. And my colleague confirmed, we also reserve our rights to challenge the or receivability of these documents by the court as during this bail application. Any document which was not given on time for us to prepare the defense on behalf of the accused person. Please, the court, Your Worship.
Your Worship, to echo the words of this honorable court on the first day that this bail proceedings commence, they are the applicants, they bring the bail application. So you can disclose at a later stage, and that's what we're doing.
As the court please us, we need to move.
Yeah, we can move on, yes.
Thank you, Your Worship. You have the document, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell the court what document that is?
I don't know what document it is because this looks like a government document from the Ministry of Defense.
Okay. So it's invoices from the Ministry of Defense.
This is a voucher to receive the invoice.
Look at the second page. Can you see that there's a tax invoice there coming from Enercon Namibia?
I can see it now.
Okay. So on the second page, sir, that's a tax invoice from Enercon Namibia, correct?
Yes.
To the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs.
Yes.
The quotation number, can you read that, sir? On your right-hand side. INV.
INV 1008610.
Okay, what is the date there?
22nd of June 2022.
Okay. And that invoice is, can you just look at the column item, the product for what product was it for?
The first product is petrol. Unit is $22.13, and the
Yes.
second one is diesel.
Yes. Okay, the amounts?
The total amount is 696,375.61 cents.
Okay. Look at the bank details stipulated at the bottom of that invoice, sir.
It's the joint account 1520.
Just read everything into record. You're just saying it's a joint account. It doesn't say anything to the record.
Enercon Namibia Pty Ltd Bank Windhoek branch code 486372, account number 8023531520.
Okay. Go to the Enercon bank statement. That's Exhibit B1, sir.
Yes, I'm there.
Are you there?
Yes.
We have discussed that already yesterday, the 8th of August, the year 2022. Can you see that transaction?
Yes.
And the amount that you have just read now from the tax invoice is indicated on the Enercon joint account, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then your explanation yesterday was that sometimes Ministry of Finance would require you to submit 2 bank account numbers, and it could be that you would submit the wrong account number, so money could be paid into the wrong account, and then when you realize, you would transfer it back to the 520 account, and then you gave us the explanation of...
Ms. Hinda, can we just have it correctly on the record?
That's not
His
what I said.
evidence was that the Ministry of Finance has 2 bank account numbers for Enercon. Yes.
Okay.
In fact, Worship, the witness further went on to correct himself to say the use of the word wrong
Yes.
is too strong.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the further transactions on the 520 account, the 400,000, the 300,000, are those the amounts that you then transferred back to the joint account, to the 520 account? Is that what you said? If I'm wrong, please tell me if I'm wrong. And what is your justification?
Yes, I can, Your Worship, I can also just make it clear here. On the bank statement, there is a credit side and the debit side. It's clearly showing the amount coming on the credit, which then on the debit side is paid to NAMCOR. It was also indicated that NAMCOR never benefited from this transaction of the assets. It's clearly showing on this bank statement an amount coming in, like for instance, Enercon main account, which means it's coming from the account of 848. A 2 million coming in, and then a 2 million paid to NAMCOR on the debit side. An amount of 500,000 paid in and paid to NAMCOR.
Yes.
So it's all this benefit, a 3,324 coming in and paid to NAMCOR. And as it goes on.
Okay. Okay. Go to your Exhibit B2, Exhibit B2, the Enercon account, 848.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. Before you go there, go to the second last page of the tax invoices, receipt vouchers, those documents that I need you, the second last page. Just put the 848 account aside.
Are we changing that to the document
Yes.
that you gave me?
Yes, sir. This one. Go to the second last page, which is the Enercon Namibia invoice.
Yes.
Can you read us the invoice number there, sir?
The invoice number is 1008 642.
Yes. The item, the products, please just read that.
It's diesel 50 ppm with a unit of $22.88 and 500,000 liters, and the amount is 11,440,000.
Okay. The bank details, sir?
The bank detail is 8003510848.
Just read everything, sir. Bank details, Enercon Namibia.
Enercon Namibia Pty Ltd, Bank Windhoek, branch code 486372, account number 80035108848.
Okay. If you go to page 11 of the Enercon 848 bank statement, page 11. On the credit side, you can see that amount that you have just read, correct?
Exhibit B2 on my side ended 10 of 13. I don't have 11.
Look at the exhibit that I handed you.
10 of 13, it doesn't have 11.
Okay, I can hand you.
Sinda, he is correct.
I can hand you my copy.
The exhibit ends at 10 of 13.
Does that
before court.
include the court copy?
Yes.
Because I have up to 13, Your Worship.
It
Okay, just look at my
indicates
copy.
10 to 13, but only ends up to 10.
Look at my copy, sir.
I can look at your copy, I can see the figure here,
Can you read the figure?
11,440,000.
And you confirm that that's the amount from the invoice that was transferred into the 848 account,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Okay. When this amount, 11 million, came into the 848 account, did you transfer it to the 520 account as per the agreement that you have with NAMCOR?
No. And I can explain, if your worship can allow me to.
You may proceed.
There was, at this period, NAMCOR suspended our credit line to Enercon, credit of Enercon. And we have to find the product somewhere else. So you cannot allow the Ministry of Defense to stay without being dry. It's a security institution, it has to be wet all the time. And this is also further show that there was no conspiracy, because if there was a conspiracy, then they could have not able to even block a credit line. They could have allowed us because we are afraid we are conspiring.
Can you please repeat that? NAMCOR suspended your credit line, just repeat
Yes,
that?
NAMCOR suspended our Enercon credit line.
Yes.
So as a result, we need to look for as business people, we need to look for the product elsewhere. We cannot allow Ministry of Defense to stay dry. And it's also, I said, further to show that we are not in colluding with NAMCOR official, otherwise they wouldn't suspend our account.
That's the reason why you did not transfer the 11,440,000 to the 520 account.
Yes, because we need to transfer it to the person who gave us the product.
So who did you transfer that money to?
I cannot remember by heart now. But if we
Did
can
you
go
transfer
through.
it to Enercon Petroleum?
Oh, if you can say that, yes.
I'm asking you.
No, if you can see that we transfer it there will be no dispute.
Okay. Let's go to page 4 of the 848 account, 19 May 2022. Do you have it, sir?
Page 4, yes.
Transaction code 106. The description is GRN EFT. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Can you read that?
The amount or?
No, just everything. The description.
Okay. It's GRN EFT /08/MOD /733083. And the amount is 1,894,045.14 cents.
Okay. So that was paid into the 848 account as opposed to the 520 account.
Yes, ma'am.
Why, sir?
I gave already the explanation that the Ministry of Finance has two accounts.
Okay. Yes, and it was
And-
wrongly paid into the 848 account.
Yeah, they could pay for either, not wrongly, but
It's not necessarily an objection, but I'm trying to remember your lordship or your worship. If you go to the count that refer to may I ask the court to go to count 49 at page 22.
Yes.
Now, the state made direct allegations under paragraph C and D. And their allegations, I do not know how they will ever succeed to prove fraud, but fine. Their allegations are about a breach of a particular provisions of a contract. And your worship, we went through that already. It is wrong for the state to be abandoning their case and now embrace what the accused person is saying to say, look, so that was now the Ministry of Finance paid in a wrong account, and your worship correctly already clarified what the accused person, he has even just explained that it is two accounts. Sometimes the ministry makes a mistake and pay in the 848. But I think with respect, we must not forget what the state complaint is. The state complaint is not that they are blaming our client for the ministry having paid in 848 as opposed to 520. The state is alleging specifically that invoices that went to NAMCOR did not have 520, and the purchase order of the ministry did not accompany the invoices. Those are the charges we are here in court for. And remember, Your Worship, my colleague did not even hand up a single invoice to say this particular invoice is the one that you did not put the correct number. So I'm just saying this, Your Worship, so for my colleague, because she's going astray, soon we will all lose her. I honestly do not know what she's trying to do now, with respect.
Your Worship, counsel is wrong. State is trying to lead evidence, or not trying rather, state is leading evidence in respect of count 49, apologies.
You are saying leading evidence.
Not leading evidence.
Instead of cross-examining.
Cross-examining, Your Worship, cross-examining the witness. Because the allegations, Your Worship, in count 49 is that the accused person presented the wrong bank details, not to NAMCOR, but to the Ministry of Defense. Because as per the agreement that the applicants, the representatives of Enercon have with NAMCOR, is that their invoices to the Ministry of Defense will stipulate and it will set out Enercon bank details, account numbers ending with 520. And, Your Worship, I'm addressing the court. Can counsel just...
You can proceed.
And if Your Worship has regard to point C on count 49, it says the accused person presented a different account number to the Ministry of Defence. And that's what we're trying to put to the applicant. So we are not going astray to say you submitted wrong bank account numbers to the Ministry of Finance. That is his defense, Your Worship. That is not what the state is putting to him. And after taking the applicant through the transactions on account number 848, it will become apparent that it is the applicants, the representatives of Enercon, that gave the wrong bank account to the Ministry of Defence. That is where we are getting. And Master Namanje knows that's where the state is getting. And hence, he addressed the court upfront to inform the court we are only disclosed with these documents yesterday morning, because Master Namanje knows where we are going.
Mrs. Sinda, that issue has already been dealt with. Can we stop moving back and forth?
And
Yes, we
Worship.
just deal with the issue before.
Your Worship,
court.
can I just add one point? State would obviously have to put and cross-examine the accused person before we ask this honorable court to receive the specific invoice that we have. And the investigating officer will come and elaborate during the respondent's case with all the other invoices that we have. So the short of the long is that we are still leading evidence, or rather questioning the applicant on count 49, Your Worship. That's where we are.
May I just respond?
Yes.
With the greatest respect, maybe we are dealing with may I ask the court to go to C? My colleague
is
is saying,
C?
yes, C in count 49 at page 22.
Okay.
With respect, my colleague, maybe she is saying in submission to Your Worship that the fraud count is because they provided the accused, and it's not an Enercon anyway. They are saying the accused, Malakia Elindi. He provided, that's what he's saying, a wrong account to the Ministry of Finance. But that's not C is saying. C is saying the accused, and that is Malakia Elindi, entered into a fuel supply agreement to purchase fuel from NAMCOR and agreed to receive funds from the Ministry of Defence. So it's going on in an Enercon account 520, an account from which Jennifer Hamukwaya was given signatory powers in terms of the said agreement in order to transfer the fund received from the Ministry of Defence. While this is now the problem, in fact, the said funds were being received so the essence of the allegation is not that the accused gave, Your Lordship, a wrong account. The essence of the omission or the crime, misrepresentation, is that the funds are being received in a wrong account. No, I don't know who is it wrong now. But so that is not the assertion my colleague put on record. He said the allegations are that the accused gave a wrong account. I do not want to waste time with D. D is something else, that the invoices must be accompanied by a government order. It's something else, different, Your Worship. All I was trying to say is, when my colleague is asking the witness, she must please just know what the state is alleging. But if she wants to deal with a case which is completely different from the charges, she's taking a risk, and maybe she can go on. We will demonstrate during argument that she was addressing a different case in court, and she will be bound by the different case she's putting to my client then. Maybe for progress, maybe she can go on the state can go on its own peril. They can go astray, and we will then lock them out, because Definitely the state is not with us on the charges.
Yes, because bearing in mind that the record of the bail application forms part of, yes, that's so I understand where Mr.
Exactly,
Ms.
your-
Yes. Yes,
Your
but
Worship, the state is
can- but
definitely
can
not
we-
going astray.
Okay, it's.
Yes, Your Worship.
Can we then move on? But like I've indicated, the court wants to deal with the bail application.
Yes, Your Worship.
Yes.
And
yes.
we are dealing
the
with
rest
count-
of the other issues can be dealt with by another different forum.
Yes, Your Worship.
Yes.
And we're dealing with count 49, Your Worship, of the bail application. That's what we're saying. The agreement that Mr. Elindi, that you had with NAMCOR,
My client did not have an agreement with NAMCOR.
the agreement that Enercon had with NAMCOR, duly represented by yourself and your brother Peter Elindi, clearly in the fuel supply agreement, it clearly stipulated that the money, the funds from the Ministry of Defense will be received in the Bank Windhoek account of Enercon, the joint account, ending with 520, but these funds were received in a different account being the Enercon account ending with 848. What do you say to that?
Your Worship, if I may respond, number one, there is no evidence on this invoice that said me, Malakia Elindi, I issue an invoice just because it's coming from Enercon. Enercon is not a one-man show. Enercon has a Department of Finance that dealt with invoices. That's one. Two, I'm also worried about this count number 49 because there is no act indicated on this count 49 why I was charged under fraud. I was reading this count 49, the same as count 43. I couldn't find the act under which, what act did the state charge me on those two counts?
You were charged under count 49 for fraud because you, Malakia Elindi, you are representing Enercon. Are we following?
Under which act?
Are you following? You were representing Enercon when you entered into the agreement. Remember? Yeah.
I'm just merely asking under which act?
Unfortunately, I cannot answer. You are the one in the dock. So if you don't have an answer, you can just say you don't have an answer.
I just put it on record, Your Worship, that this fraud count does not have an act under which act I'm
Yes, now, if
prosecuting.
it's on record, you are on record. Yes.
Okay. You must represent it to NAMCOR, sir, that the money will be received in the 520 account.
I don't have a record of NAMCOR complaining about misrepresentation until today. It's only the state's view. I did not misrepresent NAMCOR.
I'm simply saying this for purposes of the record, because tomorrow when we rise and we present our arguments, Your Worship,
Yes.
we may be perceived to be unfair. Your Worship, it is a universally known fact that corporates, juristic persons, Your Worship, act through the instrumentation of natural persons. They may be employees, they may be the directors, they may be the executives. Now, Your Worship, a blank statement is being put that a misrepresentation was made to NAMCOR. But we are not told, Your Worship, who at NAMCOR was the recipient of that misrepresentation. Your Worship, this is a misnomer, and it is unsustainable in this fashion.
You can proceed.
Thank you, Worship. Mr. Malakia Elindi, go to page 5 of the 848 account.
Which one?
Of what? Exhibit.
Exhibit B2. B2.
Page 5, you said?
Yes, sir. 19 May.
Yeah. My copy does not have a date, but if maybe
You
you said
can look at
transaction.
the transaction code 106.
For what date?
What date?
19 May, Your Worship.
Okay, I can see, is it the one for GRN
Please just
EFT?
read that. Read that.
GRN EFT 08 MOD 734519 with an amount of 1
Where do you
million.
see 4? Just read that again.
It's a GRN EFT
Yes.
/08 /MOD
Yes.
/734519. Is it the one? With an amount of 1,965,240,000.
Okay.
Ms. Hinda, you're saying okay. As if he.
I'm wondering where he's reading because I said transaction code on page 4.
106. You said page 5.
Page 4. Oh, you read it page 5. Okay, since you were there, I have it highlighted. So, what is the amount there, sir?
I just read it to the court, 1,965,240,000.
Okay. Can you also go to page 4? That's what I was referring you to. 19. You should, so the amount that the applicant just read, the date there is 31 May. 31 May 2022. Transaction code is also 106. But go back to page 4, sir.
I'm at page 4.
Yes. Transaction code 106. Date is 19 May, and I believe that's the date that I gave you. What is the amount there, sir?
Only the amount, 1,900,000.
Oh, no, sorry. Give us a description as well.
You say the amount.
Okay. First, give us a description.
Your Worship, I'm sorry, but I have to intervene at this stage. We are going to have a record that we will not be able to use if each time the witness speaks, he's not allowed to finish, and then there's intervention by my colleague. So we will not be able to make out what responses are to certain questions, what questions were put. So my request through you, Your Worship, is that my colleague please allow the witness to complete whatever answer he has, whether she likes it or not, just first as a matter of record, as a matter of courtesy to the court, as well as respect to this witness. This record will be useless to us if each time he says anything that she feels is incorrect or he's on the wrong page, then she interrupts him. Then there's no point for these recordings. We will not be able to use this record at this rate that we are going.
Mrs. Hinda,
Your Worship, I would go very slowly with this witness.
can you allow
Yes.
him to respond?
Thank you, Your Worship. Yes, Mr. Elindi.
Can I read it?
Yes.
GRN EFT /08 /MOD /733083, and the amount is 1,894,045.14 cents.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Elindi. You already dealt with page 5. Can we please go to page 6?
I'm there.
Look at the two transaction codes, 106, the date 5 July 2022. Do you have it? There are two transaction codes.
GRN EFT /08 MOD /740519.
Yes,
And the amount is 1,246,957.23 cents.
Okay.
Next one, GRN EFT /08 MOD /740582. The amount is 331,816.
Okay. Mr. Elindi, can you go down to on the same page? I believe it's the 7th of July 2022. The transaction code is 106. GRN, can you see that?
Page 6.
Yes, we are still on page 6.
Okay. GRN EFT /08/MOD/741096. The amount is 150,340 cents.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Elindi.
Yes, Mrs. Hinda, I hear him reading the numbers into the record, and that is it.
Yes, Your
So
Worship.
I don't know where we are going.
Yes, thank you, Your Worship. Your Worship, where we are going is that the allegations in count 49 is that the money from the Ministry of Defense was paid into a different account as opposed to the 520 account, which is stipulated in the agreement. Now, the response of the applicant yesterday, Your Worship, was that if we realize the money is in the wrong account, and he changed his terminology, maybe not wrong, but different account. If we realize that the money is paid into a different account, then we'll transfer the money back into the 520 account. Now, by taking the applicant through this, by pointing out the money that was received in the 848 account, we're demonstrating to this court and also to the applicant that he had actually not transferred the said funds into the 520 account.
But that aspect has not been put to him to comment.
But Your Worship, I need to go through all the transactions. Then thereafter, he needs to comment. Otherwise, I'll have, or does the court want me?
Your Worship, my colleague must really remember we are dealing with her cross-examination of this witness. I believe this court has given her a lot of latitude, but what this court cannot allow is for her to mislead the court. This witness, in addition to that issue of transferring from the main account to the second account, today indicated that Ms. Hinda, counsel for the state, if you see those transactions, immediately after those transactions, you will see payments to NAMCOR. Now she takes us to page 4. I want to demonstrate this point that we should not be forgetting that it's supposed to be cross-examination, and you are not allowed to mislead the court. None of us are. If you go to page 4, she asked the witness to read out the transaction coming in, but immediately 2 transactions after that, you will see that there's a payment to NAMCOR Petroleum of 900,000. Then another payment on the same date of 299,000, again to NAMCOR. On the next page, she asked him to read out the 1.9 million. Then she omits the subsequent transfer back to NAMCOR of 1 million on the same page. Then she also says she's leading evidence. We are busy with cross-examination. The witness for the state can come and do all those things that she wants to do now, which I suspect will be repeated again when that witness comes.
Yeah, just to prevent that, and I hope I have been keeping it. It's my witness being cross-examined, but in the interest of time, I have not been objecting, hoping my colleague will stop. But there's a bigger problem, Your Worship. Also remember, Your Worship, the charge by the state is not open-ended in terms of the amount. There is an amount of 70 million. Your Worship, if you go to page 22. It was never suggested that this charge involved 5 invoices, 5 amounts, or whatever, we don't know. Or it was one transaction. For instance, if it was one transaction of that amount, then obviously when you deal with these small amounts, it's irrelevant for the purposes of this court. But I cannot see anything changing because the witness has already spoken and say, look, for instance, Enercon has a finance department that makes payment. Even if you say, because you are alleging fraud, he has already in any way informed the court that a payment may be processed by somebody else. I think it is enough, if that is what the state wants to prove, it is enough in cross-examination These documents are real evidence. The investigating officer can, I don't even know, and my colleagues are correct to say, the investigating officer will probably again take us through. It is enough to point out 1 and 2, and it's enough for purposes of bail application because the answer is already there. We can even agree, my colleague can even do a schedule. My client can sign it off that it's okay, that's appear in the bank statement. He doesn't read all this amount.
Mrs. Hinda?
If the court is in agreement that we need not read through all the amounts that were paid into the 848 account, I'll then put it to, or I'll inform this applicant before court, before I ask questions, that the total amount, can I proceed, Your Worship? The total amount, Your Worship, that was paid in the Enercon 848 account is 30,533,386.
I will not
Do you
be
have any-
No, Your Worship, you cannot do that.
Ms. Hinda, just before,
Yes.
just before you proceed,
Yeah.
in response to Mr. Namanje's point, for example, this is a bail application. I understand Mr. Namanje to say this is a bail application. For purposes, even if you put those questions to this witness, he's on record. I am not sure you are going to get a different answer from him because he already testified yesterday regarding those 2 accounts. Yes. So for purposes of these proceedings, it appears that it's sufficient. The state have put on this aspect of the bank accounts and the money. He understands, and he also put his position there. Yes.
But Your Worship, for the state to prove to the witness as to why he's charged with count 49, we need to put it to him that the money was received, the 30 million that I've just informed the court now, was received in a different account as opposed to the 520 account, and that's where the misrepresentation, that's where the fraud comes from. So we need to put it to him. If there's no comment, no answer, he can put it such.
The bank statement has already proved it, that those amounts came in 848.
Yes.
And that is the actus reus, the act.
Yes.
Okay? The state must, one thing the state is not doing, maybe it's mens rea, and who is responsible for the actus reus. Remember, it's Enercon transaction. So they are saying it's Malakia. He has already said no, a mistake could be made. So the state has already proved through the document already that those payments were made in 848. But then the state has problems. Why is she not probing the mens rea and other things? Because the actus reus, we are common cause that those bank statements reflect those amounts.
Yes.
Yes.
That is precisely the point, because you are common cause there. For now, the court is of the considered view that for purposes of the bail application, we are not going to go into any other details. Can we confine ourselves for this proceeding, the bail, so that we can make progress? Yes.
Thank you, Your Worship. Thank you, Your Worship. Do you have any comments, sir, to what I just put to you? I'm dealing with count 49, that you committed fraud. You, I mean, as a representative of Enercon Namibia.
I'm going to object. Question was asked and answered at least 3 times today, just in today's proceeding. So it's already asked, it's already answered. That's
Ms.
my
Hinda,
objection.
can we move on? The objection is sustained. We can move on.
As the court pleases. Just want to see that I've covered all the points. The court can just bear with me. I just want to see that I've touched all the
Take your
points.
time.
Thank you, Worship. Master Elindi, you informed this court that Onyeka, can you recall?
Yes.
Onyeka Clearing Forwarding CC.
The question is.
Can you recall that the CC, Onyeka Clearing and Forwarding CC,
Yes.
whose CC was that? Because you said it was for yourself and Peter, or was it for you and the wife? Can you just clarify that issue?
Why are we
Onyeka,
going
I'm
back
asking him
to
a
the-
question, Your Worship, to clarify whose CC was
But
that.
the record is already clear on that.
She must sit down if I stand up.
Yes.
That's the protocol. That question was also asked and answered, so my objection is it's being repetitive. It was asked to this specific witness and answered by this specific witness.
Your Worship, Ms. Gebhardt was not here in the morning when this witness. Can Your Worship, can counsel just refrain from making comments when I'm addressing the court? That's very unprofessional. When Peter Elindi testified, he informed this court.
The issue she's raising, that question was already dealt with
But Your
yesterday.
Worship, this witness informed the court that the CC was for myself and my brother. My wife had nothing to do with it. But when Peter testified, can I just finish, Your Worship? But when Peter testified, Peter informed the court, I have nothing to do with Onyeka. That is for my brother and his wife. So I just want the final version from this witness.
No, the question is proceeding on a wrong premise, factual premise. Peter,
Can
my
we-
client,
When you use the name Peter, and I get
Yes,
lost.
yes.
So
The
can we
accused
say
person in
the
yes.
first applicant?
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
then
The
the
second
second
applicant.
applicant? Yes.
never stated the CC belonged to me and my brother. He stated that he established it. Later on, he was with someone else, and then that interest of someone else was given to his wife, Lydia. And then he said, my brother has signatory power.
Powers, yes.
It appears, my colleague thinks, in corporate realm, when you have signatory power to a company, you become a shareholder. That's the confusion.
Yes, Mrs. Hinder?
Can you just confirm, so is that what you said, your brother had signatory powers to that CC?
Your Worship, for the first time, I just want maybe to repeat it for the record again that I said it. I said the members on Onyeka are Malakia Elindi and Lydia Elindi. And Peter Elindi is a signatory right on Onyeka. And I said, my wife has nothing to do with the management of Onyeka. That's the record I said.
Yes, so we are not coming back to that issue.
Yes,
again.
Your Worship.
Yes.
Mr. Elindi, the investigating officer will come and testify that the state has a strong case against you, and against you, I mean, as the representative of Enercon, as the person who signed the purchase agreement on behalf of Enercon Namibia.
The
Purchase, as a purchase agreement, yes.
The investigator can come and testify. There is no criminality to sign the agreement, the asset purchase agreement. As we indicated here, and it's on record that I read it yesterday when I asked Your Worship to say some few words, that it was even mentioned in the fuel supply agreement between NAMCOR and Enercon that in order for them to be effectively and exclusively supplying Enercon, the Ministry of Defense through Enercon, they need to have the rights and the titles in those assets.
Investigating officer will equally come and testify and inform this court that you are facing serious charges, a charge of fraud amongst other. Therefore, it will not be in the public interest for you to be granted bail.
I demonstrated here, Your Worship, already that the government seems like they are now experimenting to see whether they can able to make their case strong by asking questions. That's why the question between me and my brothers have to be repeated to see whether they can get a different versions to make their case strong. I can able to prove to the investigator or to the state that I did not do anything wrong.
You will also come and inform this court that you defrauded NAMCOR, that is count 49, you defrauded NAMCOR by receiving fuel which you did not pay for. You received fuel for NAMCOR, you did not pay for the fuel. You defrauded NAMCOR. That's what you'll come and testify to support and strengthen the state's case.
Your Worship, I demonstrated here that the charges on count 49 that are talking about fraud, they are talking about also the figure of 70 million. It's on record here that there is a figure that Enercon take a session from EcoFuel, and it's on record, and it cannot be used as Enercon receiving fuel for free from NAMCOR.
You will equally come and testify in strengthening the state's case that you sold the home-based fuel stations to NAMCOR, and in so doing, you committed fraud towards NAMCOR because those home-based stations were not yours, thus you could not sell. That's what you will come and testify to court.
Your Worship, we demonstrate here, we also, as a part of the requirement by the asset agreement, that we must provide the asset register. Until today, the state did not prove to us or show to us the ownership of those 9 home bases, apart from just claiming that they are for the Ministry of Defense.
Investigating officer will also testify, sir, that because of these serious charges that you are facing, there is a risk that you will abscond if granted bail.
I already demonstrate, Your Worship, in this honorable court that my 2 wives were at the north. They have to drive when they hear the news, and I inform them that through the grapevine that there is a possibility of being arrested. They arrived that morning of Wednesday in the morning at 5 o'clock. And I also just came from the north on Monday the 7th, 2 days before my arrest, so of which there was a possibility for abscond. If there was a possibility, I was nearby the border of Angola, 60 kilometers, and I demonstrated that I have asset, I have a family, and there's no way I can run away from this country. I've been here since for 52 years now.
In amplification, or rather in strengthening the state's case, to inform the court that we have a strong case against you, the investigating officer will also come and testify and inform the court that you conspired with the various entities which we have referred to, Quality Meat Supplies and all others, as well as NAMCOR employees.
It will be, Your Worship, it will be very difficult for the state to prove that conspiracy they accusing me of, because I demonstrated here through leading evidence and cross-examination that I did not conspire with the employee of NAMCOR, and me personally or Enercon never did a business transaction with Quality Meat.
May I proceed, Your Worship? Investigating officer will also come and inform this court, contrary to what you told the court, that you can be granted bail with conditions. Investigating officer will come and inform this court that you should not be granted bail with any conditions, because when you started testifying in this court, you lied to court that you left 3 minor children in the house.
Your Worship,
So in other words, let me just complete. In other words, this court cannot even trust you by attaching bail conditions. You will not come to court.
Your Worship, we demonstrated in this honorable court that, first of all, I never lied. I never informed the court that my 3 children who were sleeping at the time of the arrest, they left alone. I said on record, the kids were left without the parents because both parents were arrested. That was my record. And my second wife only came on Wednesday, and she's supposed to go back on Friday, anticipating that if we appear in court on Thursday, probably we get a bail and then she can go back. She only extended her going back to the north on Sunday so that she can prepare the 2 kids that are going to the boarding school on Sunday, and then she left for the north. I put it on record that she stayed at the north. And I put it on record until today, my 10 years old is still staying with a family friend. So leaving an adult only on one day, that is not an issue of saying the kids were taken care of. And I never get a chance to speak to my kids until today, to hear from me. And adding to that, the investigator or the people who came to arrest me, a certain Inspector Anna.
You must just keep it short because he's taking notes.
Sorry.
You can proceed.
A certain Inspector Anna was informed by my wife because she chased out my second wife from the room when my wife was preparing to dress up to go with the officials. And she said, what is she looking for? And we said she was guarding the kids when they waking up so that they cannot get panic. And her words was, we don't care. That is not our problems. We are only here to do our work. We don't care about the kids. And now the same investigator lied to the state saying they asked me to call somebody to come and stay with the kids. When they say they did not care, they only asked me to call my brothers who they wanted also to arrest. They never asked me somebody to stay with the kids.
Bishop, that's cross-examination. Other purposes.
You can proceed, Mr. Namanya.
Now, Mr. Elindi, in the interest of time, let's start with the accusation by my colleague that you lied. When you said in court, in evidence in chief, you left your kids without the parents. Who are the parents of those kids?
Malakia Elindi and Lydia Elindi, accused number 6 and 7.
Maybe the state is thinking when you later married a second wife, she vicariously gave birth to those kids too. Who are the biological, those kids cease to be biological kids of Lydia Elindi and Malakia Elindi?
Just for the question again?
Who are the biological parents of those kids?
Malakia Elindi and Lydia Elindi.
Your second wife, is she the biological parent of those kids?
No, sir.
Does she stay in Windhoek?
No, sir.
Is she in Windhoek as we speak?
No, sir.
Now, let's go to count 49. We will ask questions today.
And then?
The state today said you gave wrong information to the Ministry of Finance in other words, you committed fraud by knowing that the money must go in account number 520, you, and I'm talking about you. Did you ever, for purposes of committing fraud, instruct anyone in the Ministry of Finance to pay rather in account 848?
No, sir.
Did my colleague tell you how and when you did that?
No, sir.
Did my colleague refer to any loose documents around here where you sent an email or where you wrote a letter or where you created an invoice with a different account than the account agreed upon?
No, sir. In fact, I don't create invoice. I don't issue invoice even at Enercon. I'm a director of Enercon, but I don't issue invoice.
Now, my colleague says apparently this charge, fraud, is strong. In other words, the state has a strong case in respect of this fraud charge, and I'm referring to count 49. Now, let me clarify with you. Did your agreement with, and when I say your, I'm referring to Enercon, with NAMCOR, has breach and dispute resolution provision if something goes on wrong, if you do not comply with the agreement?
The agreement is clear, what it says on the dispute resolution, what steps to be followed. And Your Worship, I just want also to put it on straight the records. I said I'm a director. I was a director at that time of Enercon, just to put it on record.
Yes.
Yes.
But if Enercon does not comply, did the party not agree what should happen
The party
between
has,
themselves?
the party has a clear dispute resolution, what will happen when the other party does not comply.
Now, my colleague went through amounts that came from 848, your Worship, account for 848, diverted into 520 because they were paid in an account that is not stated in the agreement. You remember, she went through that.
Yes, sir.
Now, the representative of NAMCOR on that account, did she ever complain and accuse you of fraud?
No,
That
sir.
These amounts, when they were paid in 848, even if you paid them, diverted them to the correct account, you actually committed fraud.
No, sir. In fact, Your Worship, the state only tried to mention a figure, but the state does not say how much was also transferred from the 848 account to NAMCOR.
Let's go to count 47. Those appear to be the, yes, 47.
Yes, I'm there.
Your Worship, is page 21. My colleague continued to suggest conspiracy. Remember, she took you to that page.
Yes, sir.
I just want to know, in 2021, just remind me, what did she say you did in 2021 that was a conspiracy? Did she tell you exactly what you did in October 2021 as a conspiracy, and with whom and how? Did she tell you?
No, sir, apart from mentioning that Ms. Jennifer Hamukwaya was already a signatory to the account of 1520, based on a resolution that was passed in October 2021, but she did not demonstrate the bank card on actual date when Ms. Jennifer Hamukwaya was really a signatory.
No, but do you have anything to do with a resolution by NAMCOR to appoint Jennifer as the representative on the joint account? Did you have anything to do with that resolution?
No, sir.
Are you on the board of directors of NAMCOR?
No, sir.
But even assuming you embraced and accepted she is a signatory on the account, were you ever alerted of any crime, theft, fraud in relation to your embracing and accepting her as a representative of NAMCOR
No,
on that
sir.
account?
No, sir.
In whose interest was her being a signatory to that account?
The interest of NAMCOR.
Did the state suggest how, if that is correct, how that interest turned into a crime against NAMCOR?
No, sir.
Then my colleague named, apart from you being referred to Ms. Hamukwaya being a signatory, did my colleague refer you to any other act on the basis of which she then accused you of conspiracy?
No, sir.
Mr. Willemse, you remember, when did you come to know about, just for the record to remind, how do you know Mr. Willemse again?
At the time Enercon started supply agreement or relationship business transaction with Enercon.
But between October 2021 and December 2022, did you conspire in any way to commit fraud, theft, under false pretenses, or any particular crime of money laundering?
No, sir, and I don't know what is the importance about between October and December, because already at the beginning of 2022, we established in this honorable court about the supply agreement with NAMCOR. So I don't know what is the importance of October to December.
Now, my colleague was referring you to a payment from Quality Meat, if I understood, apparently made on the 15th of July 2022. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you know why she would refer you to a transaction from a corporate entity you have nothing to do, instead of referring you to a transaction that you may have carried out yourself?
I have no idea, sir.
Did you have anything to do with that payment?
No, sir.
Did you know about that payment before you came to that court?
No, sir.
Olivia Grace Dunaiski, did you, my colleague in this court, refer you to any occasion, any time, any transaction where you liaised with or dealt with Ms. Dunaiski in conspiracy?
No, sir.
Do you understand why the state would simply put the name of a person, accuse you of conspiracy, but then shy away from telling you what you did?
I have no idea, sir.
Lastly, it says you also conspired with representatives of ECO. You see that?
Yes, sir.
Do you know who this did my colleague suggest to you who that representative and when exactly and how?
No, sir.
Were you involved in any act with any representative of EcoFuel?
No, sir.
quality meat we have already spoken. I end this by, you see on top is section 46 of the Anti-Corruption Act. You see that?
Yes.
And you see what are the charges at the bottom of that charge?
On count 47 or?
Or what are the charges at the end?
Say money laundering.
No, say them all.
Okay.
I
They
say
say
what are the
fraud,
charges? Yes.
theft, false pretense, and money laundering.
Okay, and the section is 46. You see that?
Yes.
Of the Anti-Corruption Act.
Yes.
May you please turn to page 60.
I'm there.
My colleague, you see, is it page, section 45 here? You see section 45?
45.
Yeah, yes. Now,
45 or 46?
I think it's 45.
The count 47, if you are referring
Oh,
to
oh
47.
yes. Sorry, you are correct. Now, you see, can you just read out 46B? Read it out.
Conspire with any other person to commit an offense under this chapter.
Under this chapter,
Yes.
in which act are you reading that? Just look at the top of the page.
The Act, Anti-Corruption Act 8 of
Okay.
2003.
So so the offense is to conspire with any other person to commit any offense under this act, in the Anti-Corruption Act.
Act,
Is
yes.
that what you are saying?
Yes.
Now, back to page 19. Fraud, theft under false pretenses and money laundering, are they under the Anti-Corruption Act?
No, sir.
Do you know why my colleague will tell all and sundry that it's a strong case, but yet she charged you with something that is not under the Anti-Corruption Act as the section is saying?
I have no idea, sir.
Do you know why you are being charged with allegations that are at odds with the section they charge you with?
I have no idea, sir.
My colleague also suggested refer you to payments made to, as I understood, Panduleni Meat. Farming, yes, farming. You understood that?
Yes, sir.
He took you to read figures in relation to Panduleni Farming.
Yes, sir.
Did she suggest that you were involved in that transaction? Like you may either received a payment or you commanded somebody to pay to make that payment, or you had anything to do with that payment?
No, sir. I actually just learned to know the name Panduleni Farming on the 10th of July when I appear first in this court, Honorable God.
And Parkwood CC, did you have anything to do with any payment to that CC?
No, sir. I'm not too sure I know even who's the owner of Parkwood.
I dealt with that. And so let's deal with the 9.5 that you paid to Enercon, paid to Eco Trading. You remember?
Yes, sir.
I want you to take B1. Your Worship, I'm looking for the payment of the exhibit which has the 9.5 out to from account 848. I think it's B2, Your Worship.
B2.
Yes, and Your Worship, I'm also looking for Eco Trading bank statement reflecting a payment of 9.5. Eco Trading. Yes. Your Worship, it's a payment out of Enercon on the 19th of July. Is the court with me?
On what exhibit?
On B2. Your Worship. The transaction is a fourth in description, is about a sixth one from the top, Your Worship. 9.5, just after the 18 million came out. It's an amount out, written Eco Trading CC.
At what page?
The bank statement, the number 7 of 13, Your Worship. Number 7 of 13.
Yes, we can proceed.
Is the court with me?
Yes.
Okay. And Your Worship, I asked the court to look at B3. That is Eco Trading. The transaction on the 19th at page 4 of 7. Eco Trading, witness, it's B3.
I don't think I have a B3. Let me just check.
Okay.
I can see a B4.
Okay.
I don't
I
see a
can
B3.
hand this up. Now, the state has been relying on various description on bank statements. On Eco Trading, Your Worship, on B3, at page, on the 19th of July 2022,
Yes.
what is the description in relation to the payment received by Eco Trading?
Enercon Namibia fuel, PMT, so payment.
Does that payment have anything to do with the payment you said you made on behalf of Enercon from Enercon account 848 to EcoTrade for products, commodities?
Yes.
And is it described in those, in EcoTrading with reference to Panduleni Farming? Is there any reference to Panduleni Farming?
The reference of fuel payment?
Yes.
No.
Is there any reference to Parkwood?
No.
Is there any reference to Willemse?
No.
Is there any reference to quality meat?
No.
Is there any reference to gratification of bribes or whatever?
No.
Is any reference to facilitation?
No.
But there is reference to?
Fuel payment, MPMT.
Does that description accord to what you intended the payment to be for?
Yes, sir.
Which was what?
Fuel, to purchase fuel.
Okay. And let's cut this. And as far as you are concerned, have you ever been asked by Eco Trading to run its affair or manage its affair?
No, sir.
Do you dictate who they pay?
No, sir.
Did you even know before you came to this court who was paid by that CC?
No, sir.
Do you know why are you being accused for something you were not ever involved? I'm not saying the payments are criminal activities. I'm saying, assuming the state is correct, do you know why you are being accused for something you only came to learn in court?
I have no idea, sir.
And then yesterday, my colleague asked you about Eco Trading not being permitted to trade in petroleum products. Remember yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what is general trading in terms of the founding statement of eco-trading? What is included in general trading?
I have no idea, sir.
Are the petroleum products not commodities?
They are commodities.
Do you know why my colleague is suggesting that, appear to suggest they are not? Do you know why?
I have no idea.
Now, my colleague appeared to have something to say about the license. Is it your place? Is it your power? Is it your competency? Is it your authority to question eco-trading? What authorizations they have? What permits they have? What licenses do they have?
No, sir.
Now, and lastly, yesterday, my colleague suggested to you that Mr. Immanuel Mulunga was not authorized to sign the purchase asset agreement. Remember?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you understand why she has to ask you
I have no idea, sir.
that question? Did you fully understand why in a criminal court you are being asked that question on behalf of an institution that you are not part of?
I have no idea because I have no power.
Okay, but what does the agreement say? Let's go to the agreement, page 51, your worship, of our bundle.
The page for agreement I was given and it was taken back.
No. The bundle there. I said my bundle.
Oh, your bundle.
And I asked you. No. It's the one on top. I put it there this morning. Page 51.
Okay.
I want you to go to page 61. Signatures, you see that?
Yes.
And you see that I want you to read before Enercon the sentence that starts with the parties. You see that?
Yeah.
Read it for the record.
The party here to have executed the current agreement in 2 original copy by their duly authorized representative on the day and at the place referred to herein, each party receive 1 original copy hereof.
Yes, and now jury authorized representatives. Who were the jury authorized representatives of NAMCOR?
There are witnesses on the side of NAMCOR, and at the end, Mr. Mulunga signed as a managing director.
Now, did you have any right to question the terms of the agreement? The other time you said, who generated the draft of the agreement? I'm not talking about individual, but the two
The
parties.
representative
Enercon.
of NAMCOR.
Did you have any right to question what the agreement says, that the representatives are jury authorized?
No, sir.
But are you charged with any conspiracy with Mr. Mulunga in relation to allegedly, I'm not saying he was not authorized, allegedly in conspiring with him to sign an agreement he did not have the authority to sign?
I have no
Are you charged with such an offense?
I have no idea why I was charged with that.
Maybe the issue was raised by my colleague for atmospheric purposes, but do you know why You have to be asked something that has nothing to do with the charges you are facing.
I have no idea, sir.
Now, yesterday, something strange occurred. You were given the BIPA documents, remember yesterday, in
Yes,
relation
sir.
to eco trading.
Yes, sir.
Do you still have that document?
I don't have it,
Maybe to cut the long story short,
but I can remember.
you were referred to eco trading changing membership during 2024.
Yes, sir.
You remember that?
Yes, sir.
You were made to read, Your Worship, yesterday, the amended founding statement. For record purposes, I will just read it. You were made to read page 3, that a certain Maltha, Dinerawo and Tindi, by March 2024, on the 18th of March 2024, has become a member of, the member actually, of eco trading. You remember yesterday?
Can you remember that?
My colleague made you to read out an address of that Maltha Dinerao Antindi. You remember?
Yes, sir.
First of all, let me ask you, do you know this Maltha Antindi?
Yes, sir. I know her as the sister-in-law of my brother Peter Elindi.
Sister-in-law.
Yes.
Yes.
And she has been a nanny for my brothers Peter Elindi, and she has been living at number 15 Hammerkop
Which period? When was she there?
from 2001 until 2015 when she got married.
Okay. Does she still live beyond 2015 to now? Did she?
No, no.
Okay. But do you know why you were asked to read the address that you have? First of all, this question was not posed to Mr. Peter Elindi.
I have no idea.
And now, fortunately, you know Antindi. Does she stay at Mr. Peter Elindi's house since 2015?
No, she got married from 2015.
Can you even explain why a wrong address was used?
I have no idea.
Does it make sense for a usage of a wrong an address when somebody already left in 2015?
I don't know why the address has to be used.
But was it fair to you to be asked this question when Peter Elindi, the owner of the house, was never asked such a question?
I have no idea why, and I even said it to be asked for even bank statement when he was also in the dock.
But in any way, these entries are same time the asset purchase agreement was entered into.
No, sir.
The state says it has a strong case, including where they charged you with wrong section. Now, does it has a strong case?
The state has no strong case.
Do they have a right to insist you remain in bail simply because a label of a charge is fraud, apparently in general is serious, even when you demonstrate that the case, you said these are commercial transactions?
The state has no case to keep me in custody when it's clearly showing commercial transactions.
Do you intend to run away as the state suggests?
I put it on record in this court that I have no intention to run away, and I'm ready even to give my passport to the state if they want.
Apart from general statement, did the state suggest to you that it has evidence that you wanted to run away?
No, sir.
And I think, Your Worship, I have covered what I wanted to cover in re-examination. And yes. Sorry, my brother just reminded something. I said he must remind me. Now, there was, yesterday you were taken on about a payment made from Onyeka Trading, 1.5, remember?
Yes, sir.
into your account.
Yes, sir.
Let's say that payment was made to someone else or to a supplier. Would there have been something wrong with that?
I don't think so, because even in the transaction coming out of the amount of 18 million that came to the account of Enercon 848, there is an amount of 1.5 million that was paid to Enercon operation account, and again it was paid to NAMCOR.
Yes, let's go back to Exhibit B2, Your Worship. B2. Yeah, let's see. You are talking about the
After the payment of 9,500,000 to Eco Trading, there was an amount of 1,500,000.
just for the court notes. You are referring to B2 transaction on the what date is that?
The date is, it's cut, but should be 19
Yes.
July 2022.
Yeah,
Same
yes.
date.
Yes. So the same day the 18 million came in.
Yes,
You-
the 9.5,
At what page is that?
page 7 of 13.
7 or 13.
Yes.
You are referring the court to an amount of?
1,500,000 that was paid to Enercon operation account. This is a account that was designed, designated for NWR or Namibia Wildlife Resort account. But because NAMCOR was also supplying to that account, an amount of 1,500,000 was paid to that Enercon account and then later paid to NAMCOR.
Oh, so you are confirming that that amount was actually paid from the 18 million?
Yes,
Did it join, so to say, the 35 million
which make it now 36.5 million was paid back to NAMCOR.
out of the 53 million?
Yes,
Now, fine. And Onyeka already yesterday, my colleague asked you, then received a certain amount of 3.6.
3.6.
Yes. First of all, is that transaction, let's talk about, is that transaction criminal in any way?
No, sir.
What was it?
I put it on record that Onyeka has an agreement with Enercon for clearing, forwarding, logistic, and storage and warehousing.
Okay, so just like you paid NAMCOR, you paid Onyeka.
Yes.
Now, Onyeka, who is it, was the decision maker who is to be paid?
On Enercon?
On Onyeka. When Onyeka receives money from its operations,
Yes.
business operations,
Yes.
who decide who is to be paid?
It's me and my brother.
And your brother is Peter Elindi,
Peter
who you
Elindi.
said has signatory
Yes.
rights on the bank account.
Yes.
Is your wife Lydia involved?
Not in management. She was just a member.
Okay, fine. But now, I see the amount of 1.5 is stated to be apparently a crime. What was it for?
It's clearly on the statement as management fees.
Are you prohibited by any law to be paid for management services to the CC where you are a member?
No, sir.
And public interest, you were told, my colleague referred to public interest, but is it in public interest for you to remain in custody on such shaky charges?
No, sir. And we also demonstrated that public interest was fueled by figures that the state even mentioned on the first days of
Now,
appearance.
yes, it's nice that you mentioned that. On the record, that record that His Worship held, it's made dirty. It's because it was placed an amount of 480 million. You are facing that amount.
Yes.
Did my colleague get courageous enough to confront you with such a figure? Did
No,
she
sir.
say anything about
No, sir.
480? She promised that she will show that there will be a strong case against you on 480 million.
No, sir. She was not courageous to face me with that figure, neither at least say she was wrong or to say the figure was wrong.
Is she correct to say that you are facing 480 million?
She's not correct.
Does she have the right to accuse you with figures she cannot back up?
She have no right to do that, sir.
The 70 million that is in count 49, did she come up with any single invoice which has a wrong account number instead of 520? Did she refer you to any invoice?
No, no, sir. Apart
Your
from
Worship, that is the examination. Maybe your Worship, unless the court has a question for clarification, that will be the case for applicant number 2. And in the interest of time, I'm prepared to call upon Lydia Elindi, but may we have...
Just a minute, Mr. Mulunga, just
Yes,
a minute.
a second.
Say, you testified that the 35 million was paid back to NAMCOR.
yes, Your Worship.
You testify. Now, it is apparent, maybe you did not testify, let me rephrase. It's apparent that at the time, NAMCOR was in a business relationship with Enercon.
Yes, Your Worship.
So when the 35 million was paid, it was paid in partial payment of Enercon's debt to NAMCOR.
Enercon debt to NAMCOR, yes, Your Worship. And if I have... Okay.
Just wait. Yes.
And I have to, just to add, Your Worship, is to clear the current, when I say current outstanding amount of Enercon, because the other amount was an odd debt that was taken a session from EcoFuel.
Yes. Now my question is, because it was paid in partial fulfillment of Enercon's debt.
Yes, you are correct.
In
Your
other
Worship.
ways, it was Enercon's resources paid in partial fulfillment of Enercon's debt.
Yes, Your Worship.
Now, is it correct to say the money was returned back?
Yes, Your Worship.
You testified further that after the agreement between Enercon and NAMCOR, after the asset purchase agreement was entered into, Enercon continued with the agreement between Enercon and the Ministry of Defense.
Yes, Your Worship. Because the purchase, asset purchase agreement between Enercon and NAMCOR does not replacing the agreement, fuel supply agreement between Ministry of Defense and Enercon, Your Worship.
Now, did Enercon continue to receive payment in respect of that agreement between Enercon and the Ministry of Defense?
Yes, the fuel supply agreement between Enercon and the Ministry of Defense, Your Worship, yes.
Sir, thank you for your time. Is there any? Yes.
Just on the last question by court, the court asked you, I don't think it was, you answered the specific question. The court asked, did Enercon continue receiving, in relation to the agreement between Enercon and Ministry of Defense,
Yes.
payment from Ministry of Defense? And you said yes. Is that correct?
Yes.
My only question is that after that, those payments, did you make payments, those payments to the account agreed with NAMCOR?
Yes, sir.
That's the court, please.
Sir, we thank you for your time.
Thank you, Your
may
Worship.
stand down. Yeah, the court will just take a healthy break, just 10 minutes. Vamos.
And 16 years.
Wedrongo na Hamano
nayo haiko skora mo Windhoek.
is also attending school here in Windhoek.
The 10-year-old.
Oh, Wedrongo
nayo haiko skora
also attending
mo
school.
Windhoek.
Also in Windhoek.
Okay, the 10-years-old one, where is he now, if you know?
Oh, Wedrongo pifenga kulipeni. Gengusishi.
Be strong. I know it's difficult, but it would assist if you tell the court.
Yeah, wapumba mukare wapama. Yeah, mutasitungo kuvatera. Waromboro mpanguri.
Yes, before you proceed, you must compose yourself. The court does not want to be clouded with emotions. If you break down, it means the court will take a short break, just to allow you to compose yourself. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So are you fine, or do you want to compose yourself?
Ndiri nawo.
We may proceed, I'm fine.
Yes.
Just ask her to speak up.
Yeah. Ndakanika ipo kule?
Andiri nawo andidiro kutwike.
I'm fine, we can continue.
Okay, do you know where the 10-years-old is?
Yeah, Wedrongo usikucho kulipeni.
Okutiko ko ferende etu. Okuza ketwa kwatero.
The 10-year-old, she is living with our friend since the time of our arrest.
It was already placed on record that you were arrested. Is it the 9th or the 10th? I think there is no dispute about that, Your Worship.
Yeah. Usimaje kujeta uyere wanjapata kuti lopo mafiko ngwe pinyo longo pomwa mango hapo.
Takwata mama fiko ngoi.
We were arrested on the 9th.
And what day was it on that week?
If you query, most bicolari could
Kwaje titatu ko shivik.
yes, it was on a Wednesday of the week.
Okay. Now, I will come back to that aspect now. Let me just complete your personal particulars. Where did you stay or reside before your arrest?
Mangay na mangba, wakaraw depend.
Your house address?
Umbo de Nyambali.
Riri mo Windhoek. Street on Longa Hamano, Racing Street.
Usually the house is in Windhoek, street number 16, Lessing Street.
Klein Windhoek.
Klein Windhoek.
Okay. Whose property is that?
Umbo edi. Likwero lari.
Ojirike dina Johnson wench.
It's registered on my husband's name.
Accused number 6.
Utamana wenti amano?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And the 3 kids, where did they reside?
Uno naveri vatatu ava vakala hadipe.
Ohazi megumbo jetu.
They were residing in our house.
Pefimbojo skora area jo hakara ko hostel.
And during the school period, 2 of them they are staying in hostel.
Okay, but who is or was responsible for their care and maintenance? Who is responsible for them and their well-being?
O mama kegetu non sane wench.
It's in our hands, myself and my husband.
Okay. Now, why is the child, the 10-years-old one, with a friend, a family friend, so to say? Why?
Anamboros ko ka nagake duron long baka kaka karako kiri ko kumbara friend we.
She pagwa toma masikuge jongoi. Okwaje fudo joskora. Okay, keri peituri megumpo. She pagwa twa ya kwao oyaka yako hostela mo sonda yara ndurako kandishine kucho masikuge rigangapi.
I think interpret that part.
Your Worship, when we were arrested on the 9th, it was during school holiday, and the children,
School holiday.
yes,
Okay.
don't you see?
Yeah.
Yes, and the children were at home. And thereafter, the other two needed to go to school. I'm not so sure as to the precise day.
Okay. And
Jabo?
ngonshona kwevuro di John Longo okwasigala megumbo kuno kukaramo peifo ya ikeshashi ya kuota iko hostel kapuna ngutakaramo naye.
And Your Worship, the youngest one, the 10-year-old, supposed to remain at the house after the other two went to the hostel, and there was no one to stay with him.
okay. And you said that is the reason then why he is with a family friend.
Yeah, toti kucholo le tomero kuchomorwaske peife uwe duronlongo akakalane na friende wi.
Shashi kapuna ngutakaramo naye megumbo.
Yes, yes, because there's no one to stay with him in the house.
Now, we have had evidence that your husband is married to someone else in addition to you. What happens to that person? Why can't she spouse? Why can't she take care of that child? Where is she?
Yeah, pedo dana tangu mbangi abato tumbura kucha osamana tango kwa ombora kuna ponguluka John Tibati. Yeah, kujako omorashke itaduru kufiroka na koshishwaka ke duronlongwaka.
Shashi ohakara ko ampo itaduru kukara nako ekafiro shisho muvenduka shashi akara ko ampo.
Your Worship, the other spouse, he cannot take care of the 10-year-old child in Windhoek because he lives in the north.
We have had testimony that on the date of arrest, she was in Windhoek. How was she in Windhoek? Just explain that.
Bedo dumbange to tumbura pakucha efkwedi le mangweri na yo mwali movenduka. O sekena ngepi anakali movenduka sport.
Mangi inandikwatwa mama sikongoi ga July. Onda zako ambo mama sikogeri ga hetatu.
Yeah, July.
Ga July.
Your Worship, before I was arrested on the 9th day of July, I returned from the north on the 8th day of July.
Yes,
From the
proceed.
north.
Ondea pamwe nuno na wanje ujutatu.
And I came together with
No.
my 3 children
Nonkurugadi gonsane wanje ntiari.
and together with my husband's second wife.
Ngero okota nesimane kota ipitika jendi muitane o sister jenga shiatu itana.
And if the court allows me, I would like to refer to her as my sister because I'm used to call her as a sister.
Yes, that is on record. Yes.
Jabo?
O kwaje simbo jongura.
Just to clarify, are you saying the other or the second wife, you call her your sister?
That's what we fanangao kugadu nyankweni ungo sister.
Sho andi muitana your worship.
That's correct, Your Worship. Is how I refer to it as a sister.
Yes.
Ewe, kujabo?
O otpasiko nguro nene o ropohamanu.
Yes, we arrive in Windhoek early in the morning, around about 6 o'clock.
Shashi onsane.
Just hold on. Wait. That is on the morning of the 9th.
Nine.
Tachungura ifkwelo mafikongoi.
On which morning?
Okay. Proceed.
Ewa.
O otpea kwari shashi onduvite onsane wanje kwati kucha opolisota in Congo. Ondea kwari ndiganjo nkumo kwe.
Yes, we came, or I came in order to support my husband, as he informed me that apparently the police was looking for him.
Okay.
Okwaji o olongo gongora o masiku ge jongoi.
It was at 10 o'clock in the morning on the 9th.
Yes.
Shi o kangenjo kwaita kariri ndeta ndindika ya mukure ndeta ta popiku cha polisi.
When the bell rang, I then went to answer, and they said that they were police officers.
Yes.
Ta puraje kucha nandiye kuyo ya haru kupopsa nangai.
And Your Worship, they said that I should go to them as they want to talk to me.
Yes.
Ndaya ko kuyo nde ta puraje ndikoreke nge pegumbo mpaeli oja Malakia Elindi.
Just slow down. Yes.
Your Worship, they requested me to confirm as to whether the house where they were was that of Malakia Elindi.
How many were they?
Very bangapi?
Pethimbo ndaya kuyo kweyeri ya tano rwampo.
Yes, at the time when I went to them, they were the number of 5.
Yes. Proceed.
Konima shi yeke ya megumbo oyaka vura ropo antu ya jonongo na yadi.
And later on, yes, when they came into the house, there were more than 12 people.
Okay, now, after speaking to them, does it mean when you say later they came into the house, does it mean that you gave them access to the house? Or just clarify that.
Yeah, ngotuko koni mashike ya meumu, antoti kucho wapupsa navo ove tuwape tuwa mangura vyo yeme nile umbo.
Yonde ya paturura ndeta ya meumbo shasho ya tiku chaharo kupopsa nonsane wanje nangae mwen.
Yes, after they said that they want to talk to my husband and myself, I then opened them up to come inside.
Okay, just park that there so that I may forget before you come to the main issue. Let's complete something that I left out so that I don't need to come back. Do you have a passport?
Una passport?
Ondin.
Yes, I do.
Where is it?
Ilipe?
Onde ganja con umego makaweri pa yanje paveta.
Yes, I give it to one of my legal representatives.
Now, if asked to give it to the police or to the public prosecutor, would you do that?
Gengo apura uyanje ka polifi okupitira makwateri komisovi hokolora otoduru kushininga.
Andi duru kushininga kandi nupsaka dinar.
Yes, yes, I will be able to do that. I have no objection.
Okay. Do you have assets, properties that I'm only asking for considerable properties of considerable value? Do you have properties?
Una maliko. Oh, no, how matongushu?
Ondin.
Yes, yes, I do.
Can you state them?
Yeah, tumburitare, jakulotete.
Ondina kumbajiri kongwe diva. O elf number or 644 5 extension 14.
Used by a house in Ongwediva, situated at Air 6445, extension 14.
Okay, that property, is it in your name?
That's correct, Joseph. It's in my name.
Now, if the state asks, maybe they will need to be provided with documents showing such a title. Do you have problems for your legal practitioner to provide the state with such a title?
Ginga kwa nepangala kuto sibo fashi komezo vai ndilo mikanda de umweri du mwenyewe wonerei ove unupsakadi digada njo kupitira maendewe
kandi nupsakadi nasho.
I have no problem with that, Joseph.
Okay, state another property if you have.
Mr. Namanja, maybe before she proceeds, what is the value of that house?
uchimbera kuti ongushu yombweri ifike peni.
nayi kandishishimanga.
I don't know what's the value of this property at the moment.
For how long have you been having that property?
Yombweri wakala nalo shumbo ifike peni.
Gaina ndipuka kuzamo mayovigari no mirongo mbali nari 2021.
Yes, if I'm correct, yes, I have this property since 2021.
Okay. State another property if you have.
Okay, rigolikwao.
Liri mo Kongwe Diva mo complex aithanwa Golden Villa unit 5.
Unit 5. Yours, the other property is also in Ongwediva, in a complex called Golden Villa, unit number 5.
Okay. Again, if asked to provide documents to that effect, would you have problems giving them to the state?
Go promo kwacha ata apo bikombinga yombweri ove wamanguruko kwa yanja kipangero.
Kandi nomtaka dino kushininga.
Yes, but I have no problem.
Do you know the estimated value?
Mbera kucha ongushu yombweri ate yafika mapingapi?
Ndivuru kutengeneka kucho ilipo mayovo maseregeri ga hetatu.
Yes, but I can estimate that the value of the said property is around about 800,000.
Okay. Any other immovable property?
Natango napabale liko lima natango olola fikama.
Kitandiri mburu kwa polima nandi.
I cannot remember any others.
Okay. Do you have any shares in company or interest in a CC?
Yeah, une dasha ilo o interest asa mo company onumba, mo sisi onumba. Yes, yes, I do.
Yes. State them one by one.
Yeah, nditare komesho koi mwe.
Tango Onyeka Clearing and Forwarding.
The first one is Onyeka Clearing and Forwarding.
Okay, let's park it there.
SCC.
Onyeka
Clearing
and Forwarding.
CC.
Okay. Now, do you know what percentage of membership in that CC you have?
Ujibe kuche percent that deju na mo CC omo diringapi?
Mirongo nan.
50%.
50%?
Yes.
Okay. And who is the other member or members?
Chiro shinyashimwe shumo kamba nyomorie.
Onsane Wansh, accused number 6.
Yes, with my husband, accused number 6.
Do you remember around when you acquired such membership in the CC?
Todi mburukambela kucha ove opefimbo li people ya kuningo sidio so CCA.
Ngandi vimburukwa nao mamayo vigali na heyari siko gali na hetatu.
Yes, if I can recall correctly, it should be between 2007 and 2008.
Okay. Now, what is your involvement in this CC day to day?
Yeah, anove ekufumbinga loye mwini weo CCA yefiku iringa inananga iripi.
Ihandikutho ombinga mini mayonyeka ando yesiku nesiku.
Yes, but I do not take part in the daily activities of Onyeka Clearing and Forwarding CC.
Who does that? Who manages?
Ano oli hafiro no kuwiriko kambanye iko tora komesho kuli.
Okonsane Wansh, Malakia Elindi.
It's my husband, Malakia Elindi.
Okay. Do you take financial decision? Are you involved? Do you transfer money? Do you know what it does on a day-to-day basis?
Olu mwana kufumbinga mina sani imari wa no marwendi imari wa efiku nefiku monge jefamu no ilo usisi kucha osikosho akarata ningi mefiku nefiku ngodasia kini yoshimariwa
kandi nashindishi kombinga yashiagarata ningi konyeka.
Yoshipa, I know nothing what it does with regard to Onyeka.
Okay. And would that be for a limited period, or is it from 2008 to today?
Anoshonga osho oshimeke sharishi boga fimbo kujavyo kufombinga I okujapuma vya vali na hena itatu hapa fio kunena ilo oshimeke sharishi boga fimbo chepe fimbo limu.
The fact that you are not involved in the management, was it a temporary thing, or it has always been the case up to today?
Unetu kwa shoku chavyo kufama mbinga mo longa kamba nyefi kunefiku uparo shima shopaga fimbo ilo shima se fimbo ali se fio kuja ketame ko kunya fio konene
Okuja ketame ko fio konene oshike shiri yandi kufombinga nini ma yonyeka.
Yoji, since at the beginning I did not partake in the daily activities of Onyeka CC.
Okay. In fact, let me ask you a direct question. Do you know how to conduct clearing and forwarding business?
Yeah, ungeshafaina no hakuto clearing and forwarding ai. Ove ushisimbera kucha oilonga vene taifanana na shikishina kuningba.
Mangina tu nandia mukurepuru okwai handirongere Onyeka Clearing and Forwarding CC mu 2004 sigo 2006 ashiko kwendiriko shitoporwa shomafutiro kakwali handirongo no ku clearing ongene kandishish kandino onseo mo ku clearing.
Before I answer your question, I want to mention that during 2004 to 2006, I was working for Onyeka Clearing and Forwarding on the division of payments. That's therefore why I do not have a knowledge with regard to clearing and forwarding.
Okay, just for clarity of court. So does it mean that prior to you becoming a member, between 2004 to 2006, you were a mere employee?
That's the sitting akucha. Pita tegera penya va mangi no ningo sirio. No kufambinga mu kwa sirio kambanye omuta teto yorongero kambanye.
Oshanana.
That's correct. Yes.
Do you still work in that division of payments?
Natango ko stopora sisio shasunga no mafutiro esi natango ko longove.
Aye.
No. Yes.
Okay, let's move to another. If there is another CC in which you have interest or a company in which you have shareholding.
Yeah, natadini mali ko company po uko pamwenge nguna kosha mo kwacha esene interest ta. Shikevat.
Yimo o Elimo trading.
Elimo.
Yes.
The other one is Elimo trading.
Is it a private company or is it a
CC?
CC?
Yoshi is a CC.
How many percent, who are the members of that CC?
Yomo company yomo orie.
Ngeina ndipukonga nonsane wenje. Malakia Elindi.
Yoshi, if I'm correct, it's myself and my husband, Malakia Elindi.
Okay. What does the CC, what business does it conduct?
O company hiyo wene ayungongana na nashike.
O inini mwenji hainingi ashike ngandiriko shitoporwa shokura ningo butika no sarona no organizing a tender ne decorations.
Yoshi, this business does a lot of things, but I'm on the side of boutique and salon, and also organizing tents and deco.
Okay. And do you remember what is the percentage of your membership?
Ototimbuka mbele kucha makambani omuna mwe pesenda. Difike beni.
Itandidi mburukwa.
No, yes, I cannot remember.
Is there any other CC or PTY in which you are involved?
Unapabari okambani mwe people omona tango wakufombinga.
Itandidi mburukwa.
No, yes, I cannot remember any other.
Okay. Now let's return to your arrest.
Yeah, atushina ne kunya. Kukumangwa kwa ekwe.
You have told the court that the police officers asked you to come in, and they came in about more than 12 of them.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Walombo mango to ti ai anambara polifie. Benjira vewe munyameni. Ashike vekiamo ngudua no mutu de polongo na avati. Shirimo njira.
Oshanana.
That's correct. Yes.
Tell the court what happened.
Ndane komisino kuokola nana kuchoshike na hano. Chinyengapo.
Shi nde apatura emeumbo. Otbea fara sitting room.
Yes, when I opened them up to come inside the house, I led them to the sitting room.
Yes.
Okwali puna umwe itandidi mburugwe dina jaemara okwaita dengere Inspector Anna kakwa jathika bethimbo.
Yes, there was one officer whom I cannot remember his name, who was telephonically conducting Inspector Anna, who at the time did not yet arrive.
Just to understand and for context, are you saying you observed one of the police officers calling an inspector called Anna, and Anna being not there at that time? Is that what you are saying?
Oswalo kutumbula ngakucha eswa wa monave omono ngumana mbiro abarepo ta dengo ngodie mata dengere Inspector Anna ope fimbopo kwali nafika popo.
Oshanana shasha kwaita tikucha oyentegerera natango ka itavuru kutameka mangina thika.
That's correct, Your Chief, because the state officer was saying that they are still waiting for Inspector Anna to arrive because they cannot proceed without her being present.
Okay, proceed.
Ndakomesho?
Inspector Anna okwakathika koni maoka thimbo.
Yes, after a short while, Inspector Anna arrived.
Yes.
Okwaya no makutugeri gatatu.
When she came, Your Chief, she had 3 envelopes.
Yes.
Takusa mambapira tatameko kureshera nje ine dhina janje.
Your Chief, she produced a document that contained my name, and then she started to read for me what was on that said document.
Yes.
Tarambwereje kucha ondiri under arrest.
Your Chief, she informed me that I was under arrest.
For money laundering.
For money laundering. Jabo?
Now, do you remember anything specific apart from that, what she was reading from that document?
Tudimburuka pali simwe sirire kombada ya shukite kuleshere.
Andi dimburu kwa lita faturura kombinga youthemba wanje.
Yes, I remember that she was also explaining my rights.
Okay, I will come back to that. But when she said you were under arrest, did she tell you exactly what did you do as far as a crime is concerned, when and where and how? Did she explain to you that?
Yemwene kukulombwera na mulo shima shikwashita babikucha aye onyone na bacho waningauhe onyone na waningwa neini ya waningwa pankara wafapeni no aningirwa peni.
Inapopsasha kombinga afaturure kucha onda ninga shike nenge omonkaro woni kakere kucha ondiri anda arrest for money laundering opu.
Your Worship, she did not explain anything with regard to as to what I did and in which manner. She just said that I'm under arrest for money laundering.
Now, amongst the right that she told you you have, what right did she say you have after she informed you were arrested?
Yeah, como ufemba ne watiku chaye koi tekweri fira mo ufemba we. Omo ufemba ilipina ne ekweri fira.
Andi vimburu kwa okukara anwanda mwena itanditisha.
Yes, but I remember right as she said that I can remain silent and say nothing.
Okay, now, you said apart from telling you that you were under arrest for money laundering, she did not say how, where, and in what manner. When she said you must remain silent, did you understand on which specific crime you committed on a particular day you should remain silent on?
Yeah, getting boron me ne kurombwera shanande kujo shikosho ninga shapukave no pankalo libiwe shininga hanombera kunyone na ulipi anoko yari kwa dress kombo tati kucha toduru kumwena ilu nuko kumwena
kandishishi kucha okwali tapo pikombinga ashike ende okwenda hara ngeno ndipure mara okwali unene enderera.
Worship, I do not know as to what she was talking about, but I also wanted to ask questions, but Worship, she was just in hurry.
Yes, yes, it's common cause. As your legal practitioner, I placed it on record that in terms of article, I think it's 11.3 or 2, you must be informed promptly and in the language that you understand at the time of your arrest, on the ground of arrest. Where you promptly, in the language you understand, informed exactly what you did, like the summaries were given in court.
Yeah, pashiringa hakucha koshongino katenda kako milongo heri nana tu takatumbula kucha unu mangina manguno kala ilifirwa na wafafa. Yeah, de noko ta ifirwa mela kalo e noko uduko nawa. Ove haneshu mo kwacha oyi warumburana no fafa kuyadi kucha oshikosho ano vendera ilo onyone no ripove ano uli watarera ngashinana tarumbura mo mangbomo
Ai nashiningwa okwaje kapura nkwa umwe endurure moshiwambo afaturure ufemba wange makwekete endurura shi aresha mo shingris.
No, Your Worship, it was not done. She just asked for the other colleagues to repeat or to interpret in Shiwambo the rights that she explained to me.
Yes, your Worship, the obligation I refer to those who arrest people is actually under Article 11(2) of the Namibian Constitution and in the CPA. Can you take the bundle of the charges that you have, page 25?
Yeah, tari permission gerobo. Panjimino ngombari. No.
Are you there?
What the bobo? Yes.
You see, you are charged with counts 54 to 56.
Yes.
Now, I just want to understand, you see the first count, 54,
Milongo na nane, ukiwete? Yes.
talks about between 1921, July 2022, and it talks about an amount of 3.8 million. You see that?
Yeah, what a papa. Yes.
And it talks about 9 service stations. You see that?
What a papa to a service station, I didn't worry. Yes.
And it talks about Enercon, and it talks about NAMCOR.
Yeah, takupabiwa Enercon, also NAMCOR. Yes.
On the date of your arrest, this summary, were you informed of this summary?
If kweli lo kumangwa kweli. Unshiro ndo doela ndura family ya pali la shangwa pali. Owe wedi lombwerwa.
Ai, nandiri rombwero.
No, I was not informed.
If the police officers made these allegations at the time of your arrest, would you have responded thereto and told them whether you were actually involved or not?
Geno ngenge apo tukive kupuyerero u omishangelo adishedi. Pefimbo penya shikito mangwa. Ngenove waduro kuwa nyamukula okuva puyerere kombinga yashi.
Okweke no kurita shi vorukupura njo minute dhiri ntano nenge dhijo nongo ndia puyereremo.
Yes, it was just going to take me 5 to 10 minutes for me to give them the necessary information.
Now, while we are there, these transactions they are talking about Enercon and NAMCOR and 9 service station on that day, were you even aware of that transaction?
Il mete ipopiwa pai takuti nyinga pokati ko Enercon na NAMCOR. If koro ne service di rongway, if koro ve wadu shingenge opena oma deny ngisifata ntumbura pa ne service ajove.
Kandi nashindishi kandi shikucho oshikwa shiketa shipopiwa noku.
Yes, I know nothing. Hence, but I also don't know as to what were they talking about.
No, but did they talk about this?
They did not say anything about this.
Do you know why they denied you an opportunity to know what was the cause and ground of your arrest?
Uchizimbera kuchomora shikana bo bekwa nyena wa hano bekupomo kwacha kuyadi oyo inasha kucha omatomera se kuchomora shikana vetomangerwa mushibovamo.
Ai kandishish.
No, yes, I don't know.
The 3.8 million refer there to. Did they mention that figure that day?
If go toro shimaro shatumbura pashe miliona natoka mwanyweta pesi ni hupe ovesi tumbura fikolo.
Ai na shitumbura.
No, yes, they did not mention it that day.
Okay, let's go with speed. Count 25, same summary, same amount. Did they? Do you have a different answer to that?
Yes, count.
Count 55.
Yeah, 55 for you.
Did they inform you of those allegations?
Yeah, omishangere datumurwa padi mafikirwa vekurambura fikolo.
Ai narombwera ngesho. Kwa pefimbo ndaya ko ya kunga ko station ya charging opaipo nonna mbere waza ko ACC ta explain na kucha ondakwatwa shashi shindaya ko station akandishi kucha ondakwaterwa shiki okwekea neta explain na kucha ondakwatwa shashi ondijo o shareholder kwacho shareholder ko Onyeka Clearing and Forwarding CC ndei napopta nando omwaru kucha owingapi.
No, they did not do that. And at the time when I was taken to the police station, I was not informed about this. But later on, when I was being charged, an officer from ACC came and he was saying that apparently I was arrested because I'm a shareholder in Onyeka Clearing and Forwarding CC.
Now, first of all, Is Onyeka Clearing and Forwarding CC a company or a CC?
Eshiti o company ita kuti Onyeka Clearing and Forwarding aye. O company hanga kuti company yoda kola ilo o CC.
O CC.
Is a CC yo.
Do you know why he was informing you, this person from ACC, this officer from ACC, that you were arrested as a shareholder of a CC as opposed to the company, to a company?
Kuchichimbera kuti moraske onna berewa wako CC ogoite kutumbere kuti ayo wamangwa keshashi ovo shiriso CC Onyeka ye ndere inatumbura shatina hano company tukwapi ko CC.
Aye, kandishish.
No, yes, but I don't know.
But did he tell you why it was necessary to arrest you because you are a shareholder in Onyeka? Did he tell you why? Simply being a shareholder.
Okukura mbera mbera kucha umurashiki hanove wari unakumangerwa moro ikosho kucha ove o member yo CC kucho shareholder yo CC.
Aye, narombera.
No, yes, we did not.
Did they accuse you of any conspiracy at that time?
Pefi mbopo bekurombora kucha aye ove otofekererwae oidongai yo kurongera kumwe monanguwe.
Aye, narombera.
No, yes.
Yes, 56, I don't want to waste time, is the same thing. Your Worship, I move to the next page. I skip 56. Count 57. Oh, in fact, let me just 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, oh, I did not realize that. How many charges are you facing?
No.
Just count, interpreter for him, and let him count.
Yeah.
Count 54, 1. Let's start at page 25.
Yes.
Count from count 54,
Yeah.
55, 56.
Can you indicate it? Can you let her count?
Okay.
Yes.
Can you count
Balutari.
54?
54, 55, 56.
Over the page? And the alternative to count 56.
56.
How many are those counts?
Oh, iri tatu. Irin.
There are 4.
4, only 4. And in all these counts, what is the amount referred to? Just check. All these 4, only 4 counts. What is the amount referred to?
See the nay.
Take your time.
Million and tatu. Maserega hetatu. No, 100.
You should first count 3,813,000.
First
So-
count being
54.
okay.
So is that the same amount in count 55?
Yeah. Count that 55.
Is that the same count in count 56?
Yes, you should 55. Yes. More 56. Utango mwa wafafa.
And alternative?
Yes. My alternative amu.
Natanga mwaro wa fafa.
And
Yes,
let's
same
check on the
same
date.
amount.
What is the date count 54?
Tota mafiku mo 54.
Just date, shout it out please.
Yeah, pogore.
Mama fikwa nlongo no oi. Si fio mirongo mbali nari mwa July 2022.
Yoshi between 19 to 21 July 2022.
And the count, is there a different date in count 55 or same date?
Mo 55 amu, mafiku kwa fafa
Mama fikwa
nandango.
kwa fafa na.
Same date.
Count 56, a different date or same date?
Mo 56
Ina fafa na 19. Fio mirongo mbali na tano.
Count
Ah,
56
July
Your Worship, from
2025,
19
2022.
to 25 July 2022.
Yes, but what did change? What changed there? What is the difference there? On the
Iyo
date?
lokolipe nyapo shikisha change.
Okuza ko 21 kuya ko 25.
In count 56 Your Worship, the date, the last day has changed from 21 to 25.
Do you know why they are changing if the amount remain the same?
Uchimbera kuti iyo lokolo maskwale ke apo peni ngenge emwaro doda fafana.
Ai kandishishi.
No, Your Worship, I don't know.
Yes, and in any event, you were in this court when that amount was read by your husband that it was paid on the 15th, 19th. On the 19th, actually, July, Your Worship, from Enercon to Onyeka. Do you know why they are giving different dates?
Yeah, mumango mo ari samane satumbra dati. Aye, imaro ya futama fikolongo na waya yula kujako from Enercon to Onyeka.
Yes, sir.
Kujako Enercon na Onyeka. Uchimbera kucho murashiko mafikwa kayo loka.
Ai kandishishi.
No, Your Worship, I don't.
But were you involved in, did you know about Enercon paying this amount to Onyeka? Did you know?
What in a civil la shaveli na shanene kona tafuti mariwai ukakonyeka be?
Kandishishi.
No, Your Worship, I don't know.
Did you know about Onyeka receiving this amount?
What in a civil kumbinga nyeka taya kuroshimari washi?
Ai kakwendina shi.
No, Your Worship, I did not have any knowledge
Did you
about that.
ever discuss that amount with your husband before your arrest? About payment itself?
Sinahane futesi na samano emanga inamangwawe.
Ai no mwaru ondeya kukudzea esikunda ndahoroka mokotaro tango kucha omwaru takupopiwa kwafutwa konyeka okuthike pe milioni ndatu.
No, Your Worship, I only came to know the day when I appeared in court for the first time that the amount that has been mentioned that Apano was paid to Onyeka, it's of
Now
such
that
an
you
amount.
have such a straightforward, simple and brief explanation, do you understand why you have to lose your liberty without a single opportunity to explain to the police officer?
Shimasingena shimashana fangwa shera shukirila ngeno kono kukuelifu. Uchimbela kucho murashikovi hano tokufe manguru koroe detokani ngono kuidirirwa moshi meko shukitashipula ngeno elifo lana fangwa dola ukirila.
Ai kandishishi.
No, Your Worship, I don't know.
Apart from the allegation by that official from ACC that you are a shareholder, which is an impossibility, a shareholder in Onyeka CC, did he suggest any other thing, omission or an act, apart from being a shareholder? Did he suggest something else?
Ano onambero ano OCC ya upefimboli nyasimo shekera nae itatumbula kuchavo shareholder oshongeni yasidu kusiwini shareholder mo CC okuno shimashimwa atumbula bali hano awe double
kwarombwera ngeke kucha okay sayatarerange very strong.
Your Worship, the officer only informed me that Your Worship, the case that I'm facing is a very strong case.
Did he put flesh, muscles on what strong is? Why he's saying that?
Yukukurombwera nana kucha mu stronga utatumbura mukucha mbera omorwa tomerwe linali etatiri kucha watero case akula ino njudo ilipombada.
Okoitareshe sections kakwendido vitenashita viti.
Your Worship, the officer was reading out some sections that I could not understand as to what was the meaning thereof.
I will ask him. He was probably reading penalty clauses, but I will ask him. But all I'm trying to say, when your husband was in the dock and explained that you were not involved in the management of Onyeka, did the prosecutor tell your husband that no, Your wife is actually involved. Did the prosecutor say that?
Yeah, Kimbolin Samano Sharia, Pata Elifa, Nana, Ofafa, Kombinga, Inasha, Nanyekaku. All that non Patrico Monsieur Gora, Tapopitarum Were, on Samano Sharia Patati, Saman Ove, that Gomburuton Kurukadio Nae, Okuna Mombinga, Moilonga Nyeka.
Ai nandi muvata Puroshima Shiringo.
Yes, but I did not hear the prosecutor putting such a question.
Now, the prosecutor accused you, public prosecutor accused you on your first appearance that you are involved in a crime in an amount of 480 million. You were in court. Did you hear that?
Well, come on, Mamma, Tete, old Dano, Eshi, I particularly myself, Hokolo Hano, Takutumbure, Takundiringa Hakucha, Ove, Waku from Bingae, Moini Mauri Jerry, Omotantumburo Ngushu, Yoku from Bingaloe, they do not pay $1 million of my friend and go direct.
On the show.
Yes, I heard about that.
Are you facing any charge? I went through the charges. Are you facing any charge beyond that amount, beyond 3.8?
Apa, people fani watarirai, among that Taramo, what the Mambero Mar, what to Tumbula, $1 million, or Maferano Milongo tattoo. Me bofita to a robotanaove.
I can deal with them.
No, I don't see any of that figure there.
Do you know and understand why state council, who's supposed to be fair and objective, would announce a false amount in court against you?
Ujimbera kuchomorwaske. Unkwateko meshawiho korola. Onge nwatererwa kale lela ngeno. Unkwateko meshawaso shayuka na shiri monjira. Kuchomorwaske na kukatumbola hano. Omwalo wipupuru ufikopo.
I can dish.
No, but I don't know.
Anyway, lastly, under at page 25 of the charges.
Is it page 25?
Yes. At the bottom, the alternative count, 256. You see that?
What about? Yes.
You are charged for contravening section 6B, Roman 1 and 2 of POCA, Prevention of Organized Crime Act. You see that?
Papa? Yes.
Now, and again, it's the same amount of 3.8. You have already confirmed that. You see that?
Yes.
Okay, if you can just go to page 77. 77?
Yes.
The state say you contravened section 6B, Roman 1 and Roman 2. I want you to tell the court, does that section exist at that point, page 77, interpreter? Is the section 6B, Roman 1 and Roman 2, does it exist?
Me panjali. Ili lutendo nevo vetano itumbura. Utemo utendo avaro potura kombinga kwano.
6B, Roman 1 and Roman 2.
6B we wete momo.
I can deal with them.
No, I cannot find it.
But anyway, this single amount, very easy to explain to a police officer, you say. Did you ever receive that amount?
Yeah, ano emarune di geno dipu kweli fa konna mbiro police fed. Imarwa wiya kulave.
Ai nandi yakura.
No, I did not receive such an amount.
Do you even know what happened to it?
Usisimbera kuti marwa yo venenana also ya ningine penny.
I can dish.
No, I don't.
Omwaro nde humona sikunda nde ahoroka kokota rotango. Oponeko ni mandaka pura onsane wanje kucha opuna o amount akwe ko account Onyeka ndeta tachen. Ashiki nandi receiving imariwa.
Yes, but I saw this amount when I appeared in court. Thereafter, I asked my husband as to whether this amount was the only amount of such as this came through to the account of Onyeka? And then he said, yes, but I did not receive such an amount.
Okay, the so-called asset purchase agreement between Enercon and NAMCOR, were you ever involved in any negotiations or whatever?
Yeah, Erandura Fanoneri, Lokulandifa, Eri Koeri, no Mukwacha, I saw Ender Pamuno Marikwa, Yangundafana Yadari Pokatiko, Enercona, between Enercon
And NAMCOR.
no NAMCOR. Udishobe.
Kandidishi, Enekona, Ondishi, Edina, Kuchonsane, when you were Rongero, Enekona, Siwo Mogandishwe Kucha, Oha Ningishike, Onanko Edina again, no Tangondishi, or Kupitira Mifo, Kandishi Kucha, Oha Rongoshi.
Yes, I do not know anything related to any discussions of agreements. Yes, but I only know the name Enercon that my husband was working for. Enercon and the NAMCOR. It's just a name that I know through newspapers.
Let me ask you, I want to conclude. I want to ask you a question. If today you are given an opportunity to come and the state put these charges to you, these weak charges to you, and the state say you are in a dock, you are on trial, if today a trial happened, would you still present the same explanation or something different?
Yeah, ngenge nario patu ai pepangos bovashi tali tigre mendere rohe une tungas malo poto nafa ai afomia moshimba bairi apai ubo tasio tokara wa manguru ko kame pangulo muno ku ya no kufatulula nana ngashi wafatula napa
Andi shiningi kapo nanandu umbada washa shasho ndishi kucha shandi popso shoshit.
Yes, yes, but I will do that without any fear because I know that just what I'm saying is the truth.
In view of your explanation, the fact that you were not even aware of these things and you were never given an opportunity, is it fair for you to have lost your liberty for a number of days and left your kids without a parent caring for them?
Yeah. Ano Minari ove wakani folk ufembo hano kukarange no wamanguruka uli pove mwene no kufiro sisho uno na vyako no kufiro sisho ngeno nguri ke umbu hano ko vote ngo shayuka mosimasi omo uli wafika manenano
Ai nashuka nandi.
No, it's not fair.
The state was telling everybody of public interest. Did you hear them saying that?
Yeah. Epangero pakata litumbura kuchaye shima anotashio moshiwana sinamo iture mwanana notastaresa tonata ove.
Did you hear the state saying
we do that litumburwadi?
I understood.
Yes, I did.
Are you aware of any situation in Namibia where the public support and promote people to be thrown in prison without a single opportunity to know why they were arrested?
Ove Manambia mbera o danande o ngalongo nandi moike umutakuchayo shwa naye tasiyambi didae no tasikwatere komeshoe o ngaro aski onu hatumbo pokende takupuromo dorongoe no ina no inimina enda nande pamilando do ukirira
without being given without being told the ground and the cause of arrest.
Untakupuroge mo dorongo ndina pewa nande umoro matomero kuchai ayo mnutama ngwae moru asisi nasi shaningwanga.
Ai nandishoda nati.
No, I never heard that before.
Have you heard where the public in our constitutional democracy supports legitimately and promotes a situation where you will be denied an opportunity to explain something very easy to explain before arrest?
Yeah, oh danam pamina detu anu dekotama ngomushiro ngomukucha aye shwa naye tasiyambi didano tasikwatere komeshoe ngalo dukuchae onta pewa nando mito kwa tumbule silo kwa yanjuerere washae de ta tamangwa bwashike unedu moshima shipujipu ngeno ngashojeshi.
Hayi nandishuda nayo.
No, I never heard that before.
Now, the state say apparently you, the accused person, including you, if granted bail, you will run away. Will you run away to something you have a very quick and easy explanation, as you say?
Pagoda itumbaranga kucha. Watamane kwa na wa kwatura mo. Tanka faduka po. Ngengo mwa muno kamitoko ko yaponje. Ove hano toka faduka po moshi mashisha fango shirishana fangwa shokweri fashike divasi.
Kandina kucha ifaduka pwandi penishashi ndudite kucha kandina shinda ninga kandina etomeroro kufaduka.
Yes, I do not have anywhere to run to, and I also did not have any reason as to why I should do so, because I did not do anything wrong.
This is not drama, but I will put it to you as it was put to by the official from ACC. In fact, do you fear trial in this court on allegations that you are a shareholder in a CC?
Ove hano watila hano mafigero rujeri ota kuti kuchangasha tumbura kunkweta nyoko ICC tati ayo ove oshirio so kambanye shi nemoraso wamangwa unumbadda washa mwashowe
Kandina umbadda washa.
You have nothing to fear.
Nando opupite emvura dhijon longo ndandiga andia kokota andika popsa ngasha ndipo pinena shafatha.
Yes, even if I have to tend to this court 10 years later, I will still and remain explain the same thing as I'm explaining it today.
Okay, now, in our law, criminal offenses work with intention. That is just a statement, is not a question.
Okay. Come again, Counsel. In
Our law,
yes.
The majority of criminal offenses require an intention, a deliberate act.
Yeah. Eve tane de durete mu. Tadindire nenga kucha. Ono pa ku fombinga. Monyone na okuna kukarata holola ela lakano hani ture mokucho muraski eta ningirenga.
Do you understand?
What is it called? Can you repeat it again?
So, all I'm trying to let me make it easy. Did ACC agents and police agents ever suggest that you intentionally participated in something which is a criminal offense? Intentionally.
Yeah. Epotari puranga kucha ana mbero ya voice benya. Ubekupanu yere kucha ove wakufombingae nela lakano ni tulemo liwae opoe unyona hapa. Wewe difference majanga.
Naishininga.
No, they did not do that.
Do you have any intention to interfere with ACC and the police investigating shareholding, apparently, not in a company, but in a CC? Do you have any intention to interfere with such a strange criminal offense?
Ove, unambele temera kuchomorwaske anove unakuido pamo. Mama kona kono. Osmeta hitumbura pa kucha anove wali shareholder mo CC munya. Mama kona kono ICC no police.
Will you interfere?
Kandinera kana joku hivyo pamo makona kono.
No, I do not have any intention to interfere in any investigation.
Will you come back to face your trial?
Tachove.
If granted bail.
Guapo mito kufitiramo. Toka luka de te utigire nsbofasi fidasha mehorir.
Andike shininga shashi nanganda hare vina jonendi jiereke jojiere kweo.
Worship, I will do that because Worship, I also want to clear my name and also to be cleared.
And lastly, which amount can you pay if granted bail? I will actually, in your case, like in your husband's case, I will ask the court to release on warning, but assuming you are given bail, what amount are you going to be able to pay?
Yeah, I mean, when I get mango, you fast cake if you don't solo when Masking, you got the drag which I open or touch move to Shimariwa. Oma roto to Drugu Durago, Pufu, Monomitoga Ponji, Shimara Zigabe.
And my vegatan.
Yes, I will be able to afford an amount of 5,000.
Okay, if the court add some conditions on that, will you comply?
Gingi kama filatano kupawe bane, umila dimwede tonate de filosisho, uchakara tolu fa kwa shinashi, tudrugu wani fa kuini machangabe mimi.
Kandi no psakadi wakushininga.
I have no objection why I cannot do that.
Madam, given what you have, the troubling circumstances in which you were arrested and how you were handled, I end on this. Just compose yourself. Do you know the current situation of your children?
Yeah, pakutarano ngalo inya. Ngwa nayo ukuya pe mangolo epenya. Yeah. Uchisimbela kucha nenali unona veli mangala kapeni. Yeah. Manango vetu nyamukola.
Kandi shishi.
No, I do not know to the.
Andi dimburu kwa oshirikesha zako metiari.
But just I can recall last week Tuesday
Kucha nephew yanje kweyithana ko skora.
that my nephew was called to the school.
You nona mboli ko hostel.
The school of the two children that are living in the hostel.
Kucha gumwe yeri pokuntiva mama hostel shashi otunjwe okujune nemo isolation okuikare runen.
That the school is about to expel one of the two children, as apparently most of the time the said child is just on his own isolation.
As a parent arrested on these weak charges, as you say, without an opportunity to explain, do you want your kids to be in such situation while you are in custody?
Gondari wala kota mangalo jeri gasumori hanga obe mwene wahalu na wevi hangi mangalo oyo yafa pongao.
Hashonda hara kandiwete puna nomvali na ndio kumwahara una na wae ukare uri mangalo iringa.
No, Yoship, that's not what I want. Nor do I think that there's any other parents would wish for his or her children to be in a situation such as this.
Madam, are you, as we speak now, have you been found guilty of the offenses? These 4 offenses?
Isa tupopinga hanena. Ovi uliwa moni konjo, mamaro potairiana. No.
Have you ever been found guilty of any other offense?
Ove ukarapo oiwa moni konjo kuchana masibafasha fapeni nare. No.
Okay. Any other pending criminal matter?
Unapa nanda sibafashi mweshiri le pamwe na tango shiri. Shiri ngome landra fano lokupangulwa ndina shipwa.
In any court, criminal, I'm talking about criminal, not civil cases.
Unetu memangu detejia dipangula imburu marujeri. No.
Your Worship, it was so. That is the brief, sweet, straightforward evidence the ACC and police would have been given before they arrested my client.
Yes, ma'am, you are still under oath. The court adjourns until 1400 hours.
Yes, the applicant wanted to ask if she can add something on what the lawyer
Yes,
said.
of course.
Yeah.
Andi whether ko kucha sikunda mangwa pamwe apolisi pamwe apumbwa nga kuwetherwa ko kandishi ko training aone ngongini shashi andi dhimburu kwa inspector ana mukatika polisi mba ya kwatanje kandishi kucha pamwe kwali oshweri ke siku nenge pamwe inarara ponawe siku ndono.
Yes, just interpret that part.
Worship, I would like to add the following, that perhaps, Your Worship, is necessary that during the training of the police, perhaps more training need to be added on their basic training, because on that day, I'm not sure as to, with regard to Inspector Anna, what Yanangebi.
Before you proceed, ma'am, I have informed you from the onset that you must compose yourself. The court does not want to be clouded with emotions. Do you understand?
Yeah, mpangotekwe tendura mweke kucha. Nahara na dekwari o hara afamani koruhodi. Nomasa tukutwe ngwe kwindira peta mu kujondaru kare wa pama wangungumana opo setu tukirire no kuriata op kwa 25.
And in your worship.
Yes.
Yes, I'm strong. Yes.
Okay, proceed on that aspect.
Yeah, ndakomesha kwa Anna.
What did she do? Straightforward.
Okwa junene endereru nene yokuri hasha. Okwa.
Yes, she was too harsh and in hurry.
Yes.
Andi dimburu kwa shinda ya konduda yetundi ndikazare.
Yes, when I went to our room in order to dress up.
Okuithana ya kwa eriani.
She called the other 4 members.
Na okwaya ndino mbere kuchae omunju nene ndokwati inandi mwadaringa mwashi eno kuninga.
And yes, I tried to inform her that no, you are too many. And then she said that no, what they should do.
Let me just make it clear, when you say you went to dress, was it in your room? Did they follow the 4 others? Did they follow you where you went to get dressed?
Ito tu choka jara ando kondu dawe.
Kondu dawe tu yokurara.
Andi benyabe se nyoko bekushikora kunyi. Yes.
Did she give a reason why so many people have to follow you when you have to dress up?
Ukukulombora kupetomera sakucho moraska ongu desha no teikushikora kondu da kunyabe wa ukajare.
Ai ne ripanji.
No, she did not.
Endo sister anjo kweyea ikwathere pamwe taipuro tandipakere nandini manje yo ikarenga ya tarano mbaeri monduda mara inspector ano kwentidha.
And yes, my sister also wanted to come for her to assist with regard to the packing of my items and also just to keep an eye in the room, but she was chased out of the room by Inspector Anna.
Is that, when you say, again for record, you are referring to your husband's second wife?
Yes.
Okay, is there anything else on that aspect?
Andi whether kukucha okwaka puranje ndimpongo dhianje Inspector Anna.
I wish to add that she also asked me to give her my cell phone,
yes,
my mobile phone to her.
On the shining on the impa,
which I did.
Tapuranje ndimpo o password danje no pina yo SIM card.
She asked me to provide her with a password as well as the pin of the SIM card.
Let's just hold on there. Did she provide you with a warrant of search specifically giving her the power to gain access to the content of your private phone device?
Kukupa no document nyakuto warrenda oyoyo yoku hada no kutala omangi ni kupulini mai.
Ai, neshining.
No, she did not.
Did she explain any safety measures, assuming there is content about your medical record, communicating you with your lawyers, intimate communication with your husband or with your sister, or family discussion that has nothing to do with this case? Did she give you any safety measures that would be in place when she, without a warrant of search, authorizing her to intrude?
Ukukupe kwa shipa kukucha ai yabe nashopo tari karahe unetu komo kwa chasho makwatafana sho bakaruna mongo jamu kuchona kwa pata ilo non sama ilo nan mabeshe ukukula mbora shima shiringa.
Ai narombwerange ndempura kuja ikambi bari kuja eshitaningi shirimo njira okumupa password no pinanje.
No, Your Worship, she did not inform me about that. I even asked her twice, saying, what you are doing, is it correct for me to provide you with my password and not with my PIN?
Okay, leave it there. I will deal with them in cross-examination. Just leave it there. Anything else?
Yeah, the person di correct di packing among hapo, ay kung gongana wanare esta kahoro ka komesyo mangboku. Bumapura-pura. Benasumari shiride.
Ai.
Nothing else.
Your Worship, that is the
Yes, then it's option time. The court adjourns until 1400 hours.
Yes.